How's it going, everybody? I am Kyle from Fantasy Forward Studios, and we are back with session 74 of the Adventures of Eclaas. And we are joined by three of our characters today. Unfortunately, Cole wasn't able to join us last minute, and that is totally fine, because a lot of shenanigans went down, and Belbin almost died. So we got to talk about that. Belbin almost died while Connor wasn't here. So that's even...
It's not the first time.
I'm not sorry.
It's always Max that tries to kill him.
Yeah,
I would only be sorry if he did, in fact, die.
Actually, I was just thinking about it. Last time Connor wasn't here. Well, not last time, but one of the times Connor wasn't here, and Max was rolling for Mosale Doom came.
Oh, God.
I know.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is he is bad news when Max controls.
And then there was a mountain.
That's because I can't roll worth a crap.
And a zero
I had a
modifier
good couple
on endurance.
weeks, and my terrible rolling is back.
The zero
I'm
modifier
sorry in
is my
advance to
fault.
tell you.
I'll give you that. The zero modifier is my fault. I chose to do that.
We'll just chuck it up to age, right? It's like he's still strong, but you know he's losing a little bit of his step.
He
Not as good as
is
he once
One
was.
Punch Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally throw one punch. He's just
But-
like, give me a second.
Not in the way of the anime, because he's One Punch Man because he can one punch and kill anything. Belvin is One Punch Man because he throws one punch and he's tired.
Needs a nap.
I love it. But we are joined by Max, Dane, and Connor today. And so without further ado, since we are starting a little bit late, sorry for that, by the way, let's go ahead and have your characters introduce themselves, starting with Zill.
I just realized he said introduce themselves, so I'm like... I don't even know what Zill's voice is. I feel like I have a different one every session. Hi, I'm Zill. I like axes. I wear good armor. I like making things. Don't mess with my friends.
And then you have a little waffle mouse peek out and agree with every word that you just said.
It's just a nodding mouse.
Just nodding. I love it. And then you have Luxalia, who, again, Cole's not going to be here today, but Luxalia of the Silverwood. She is a Glyven from the Silverwood, and she is a Shrine Maiden to Amaterasu. And so she is a Mana Sworn, a Light Sworn, so she is a healer and is very adept with using manic abilities, whether it's like the kind of manic items that she has from her Storm Necklace to casting Pillars of Light, and also to serving as kind of the revenge of Alamnia, the justice of Alamnia in recent sessions. And so, yeah, she has a goal of trying to convert the masses while still making sure that Alamnia's will is done. Our next character is Yuki.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for my really bad mic today. I didn't realize my headphones are as bad as they are. So, apologize for that. But I am Forged, or Dane here at Fantasy Forward Studios, LLC officially, which is pretty sweet. So that's nice. We are, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I play the character Mistletoe Yuki. She is a silver dragon from the far north city of Mongolia. She is a bard character, and she is not like your typical supporting bard. She is a dual-wielding, broadsword-using DPS. She is a blade dancer, so she slices and dices the competition behind Zill's thick chest plate, right next to Belbin's one-punch fist, and Luxalia's healing, and Thordane's smart. So, yeah, she's pretty cool. She is very charismatic and sympathetic, and she's taken a lot of points of weariness. Not weariness, what's it called? Vice
Misery.
recently. Yeah, misery. So that's unfortunate, but we'll see. Hopefully she can get back to being more virtuous. But yeah, that's Yuki. It's pretty cool.
Our next character is Belbin.
Yes. Hi, guys. My name's Connor. I play Belbin. As was already stated, he's kind of the old man of the group. He's the oldest guy in the group. He's a bit of a grump most of the time. Yeah, I don't know. He's just a little bit into mischief. He almost died last session. He bowls 300s at times. well known. He carries around his bowling ball at all times. He used it 2 sessions ago to knock some guy out, which was fun. But yeah, some of the time I can't control him, so sometimes I just have to roll. But I think now that Belbin's becoming a little bit more virtuous,
He's on a redemption arc here.
doesn't have to do that as much. He is. The last few episodes, he's just been siphoning virtue from Yuki.
Well, you know, she'll give it gladly if that's how that works.
But no, he's a fun guy. He is a martial artist. He's an oblate, so he just punches everything. He hits hard. He has lots of attacks. But like they said, he almost died last session thanks to Max. So we'll see if he dies today.
Look. I tried.
Oh, good.
That's how I got.
When I first heard thanks to Max, I thought it was like, well, it was Max's axe that, or Azil's axe that
Yeah.
dealt the nearly killing blow to him. And
Yeah.
I think literally the next turn, if like things hadn't happened, like literally Luxalia was like on the scene. She cast, what was it, the Protector of Light, and that Zil was able to.
Which I realized actually wouldn't have saved him, because it's not a just flat shield anymore. It's a -5.
Oh, to damage.
Yeah, and then it damages the attacker, so it's still really good, but it wasn't gonna save him.
Sometimes you just have to bluff it.
It worked out anyway.
True.
It's called faith. You have faith that things will work out, and things did work out. So I was actually
It was fine.
a little behind the
Oh,
scenes.
plot armor.
I was actively trying to kill Connor at that point. Like as a character, I was like, "You guys better do something, because I will kill him this turn." And you guys did.
Too,
Which-
honestly.
You guys did.
I mean, even if you succeeded, it would have been fine, because Luxalia has a resurrection art. So
That's true. If Connor,
Yeah, but he would have been a cripple.
yeah, he would have been
Would've
like,
been-
I've
no,
seen
actually, he
things.
wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't, because let me read this art to you.
I'm listening.
Make a D16 piety skill check. On a success, the life is restored to one willing ally creature that has died within the last 10 minutes, and they become conscious with 1 remaining hit point and 3 levels of weariness.
Okay, so same.
What does Belvin currently have?
Yeah.
3 levels of weariness.
Well, I guess Belbin would just had to choose whether or not he was willing to.
Yeah,
be
that's the
resurrected.
key. Is
Yeah.
his willingness to come back. He's just like, oh, this is how I go. That's fine.
True. I guess I didn't think about that, but he would have been in the same spot whether he died or not died. And I find that very.
Well, I think Belbin is in neutral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not going
Yeah.
to the void immediately if you died.
Immediately.
Purgation.
That's true.
Purgation. But no, absolutely. We're very happy that Belbin did not die, and that we can still continue his antics. Because again, I was really trying to kill him, and it didn't happen. So
Okay, we would have all been a little richer if Belbin was.
Yeah.
literally just
As soon
loot
as
his
Belvin
body.
died, they're just you
a little?
coming out.
It's an estate sale.
We would have all been a lot richer.
Who wants this mermaid spine? Who wants this severed head?
Oh, I do. That looks great. That'll go awesome on my wall. And then last but not least, we have Thordane. Thordane is the DMPC of the group. He is the captain of Alomnia's Breath, 2-time WrestleMania champion, a tracker, so he's great at guiding people through the wilderness, reading the signs of the forest and nature, setting traps, using all kinds of arrows and stuff. But most importantly, he's an elf of science. And so he is supporting the party with science. That's what he does.
Would he do well at Brimmerdeath?
Yes. But nobody can keep his wild spirit at bay.
He's a guest lecturer. He shows up once a semester.
Yep. He's just like, who wants to go on like my class, which is called like nature walks in Riverdale Forest.
Funny enough, I had a teacher at my last school who basically did a nature walks class.
There you go. See what I'm saying? Thordane's got a job after he retires. It's perfect.
I thought he was the captain of Alomnia's Breath. He's not going to continue that?
No, he can. It's just like an interim position, like like one trimester. It's all good. One trimester a year. It's like during the non-sailing season.
He sails to Brimberdale.
Yeah, there you go. He's got the own ship to be able to do it, and then Barnacle Bill can wreak havoc on the local town.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. But I'm Kyle. I am the creator of this world of Everlast. I am the Fate Weaver, playing both with and against these players as they make their stamp on the world of Everlast, specifically fighting off the demons of the Void that seem to be crawling back with the influence of Void crystals. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on. A lot that's been happening. And as we kind of come to the end of this specific adventure, this specific campaign, we're kind of starting to see the fruits of everything that Alomnia's Breath, along with Eclaas, have done in basically their pirate adventures in the Inland Strait. There's lots going on. If you guys want to catch up, there's 73 episodes of
Oh my goodness.
the Adventures of Eclaas that you can see all the antics that they have done, from becoming the keepers of the Earth Pillar, Earth Key, to meeting Smoldran the Dragon, to fighting off Amios in the Forbidden Keep.
Amos.
Sorry, Amos. That's right. Saving a sea elf princess, Princess Mila, from the depths of the Krokora. Searching all high and low of Folden Rock for what's his bucket? Eldred Montablair, to gather the keepers of the keys. Fighting death pirates, exorcising demons. And also going down into the belly of the beast underneath Aishan Island through the lost city of Ashalanthil and meeting the great Nazrahim, who is one of the original dragons in Everlast, who was keeping the spirit of Lolothi at bay, and they exorcised the demon out. And so now there's a demon looking for a host out here in the Inland Strait somewhere. So... yeah, there's a lot going on, and Eclaas has decided, after the volcano erupted and the Earth Pillar, or the Flame Pillar, was relatively restored to its former glory with an explosion, trying to reclaim Takai Town, which had been taken over by pirates, specifically under the leadership of Jackman Nobbs, who we found out is in cahoots with the demon Emineth. So there's all kinds of shenanigans that's going on. Last session, for those who just want to know exactly what happened, Belbin almost died. They decided to do their shtick when it comes to scaring away some of these pirates and doing what they can, and using the desecration of the Takai Shrine as a vehicle to be like Alomnia seeking justice and vengeance upon you. And scaring a lot of the pirates. Huki's butchering all kinds of people, taking captive one of the main captains here at Takai Town for the pirates that are in the harbor, and Zill searching for all of his armor pieces, all of his gear, all of his, I guess not armor, he had his armor, but all of his gear.
He's very possessive.
He's very possessive, and he went on a stealth mission to try to claim everything back against some ornery pirates. Saving Private Ryan's going on the beaches here. Alomnia's Breath is blowing up pirate ships left and right. And, yeah, there is a battle to reclaim Takai Town. And they fought off the main surge, and now with Belbin back up top in kind of the second level of Takai Town, the city, Eclaas is left deciding what to do to finish reclaiming their the beloved Takai Town.
Question.
Yes.
So we just fought that whole wave of pirates, including the big Haraxan axe guy.
Mm-hmm.
Are there still pirates down here in the lower part of this town?
Well, so there are pirates that are like out doing pirate stuff. They're looting some of the buildings. They're going through, and they don't have any leadership, as you found out last time. The only leader that you know of is basically prone and tied up in the upper level of the city, chained up, I guess, in the upper level of the city, and 2 of their pirate ships have sunk, and so there's only 4 more ships in the harbor at this point. There's a couple of things that you can do. So Alomnia's Breath is still out there. and the storm is going to last for probably about another 20 minutes or so. But the original plan was for them to go cause a distraction and then return to Fulton Rock. Thordane is on that ship. And so he can return with news about what's going on, but there's a lot that you can do. You can either choose to strengthen your foothold here, try to fight off whatever pirate menaces there are. It's completely up to you, but for now you have secured the top 2 levels of the city, and there's a little bit of chaos going down, but they're not actively assaulting the 2nd level of the city.
How many pirates are there? Is it like we attack like an anthill and they're all just like swarming everywhere, basically?
So there's a lot more than like there are on land per se. So basically the bodies that are washing up on shore were from the initial attack of the of Alamnia's breath, and so like a bunch of bodies are there. The entire harbor's basically on fire at this point. But they're probably, after all of the guys that you've killed, are probably about 50 or 60 pirates still left on land, but there are multiple ships still out that chances are fully stocked with pirates, potentially.
That one, you're conscious, right? Like now.
Yeah, he's conscious.
Yeah.
He's exhausted, but he's conscious.
Yeah.
And Yuki runs up to Belvin and says, "Belvin, we almost lost you. How could you be so reckless?"
Reckless. I don't remember any of it. What happened?
You
fought valiantly.
You look down at your chest and you see that you have basically these bandage binding, like basically like from shoulder all the way down, and like your entire body has been like bandaged up, and it's very. Luxalia is like, I tried my best in order to sew you up and everything. I can try to heal you some more, and you'll definitely see some scarring, that's for sure. You took an axe to the chest, Belbin.
Well, you want to get revenge, Belbin?
Yeah, I mean, 1, I'm not surprised I fought valiantly. Thanks, Yuki. 2, chicks dig scars, so don't try too hard, Yuki, or Luxalia, to patch him up. And 3, Zil, of course I want revenge.
I'm wondering. Right now, we've got the advantage. The pirates are in chaos. They're leaderless. If these pirates are with Jackman Knobs, do we strike them while they're down, go try to take one of their ships, and thus further weaken Knobs' fleet? And then we would have a stealth ship that we could.
I like your thinking, Zil. The only problem I can see is that if any number of us leave here, who's going to be here to protect those who we've saved? You know, like we're going to have to.
That's a good point. I'm thinking about it more like this: if we go down and maybe clear the rest of the pirates out of the city, we can at least keep a foothold here, and maybe some of the people that we saved can do what they can to be able to rebuild some of the city, and so if there is another pirate attack, it could be more fortified. Fortunately, the city is very much built for defense. Look at all the cliffs. I think it was just more of a surprise attack of what took them to begin with.
Yuki turns to Zil and says to him, "So you went down on the beach. What's it like currently down there? What's going on?"
Chaotic. They despite my click-clacky armor, they barely noticed me. And yeah, it was chaotic. Most of them were focusing on trying to save the ships and those who were hurt, but it was not organized.
Wow, pirates having honor. Crazy.
They don't.
Oh.
Zil,
They say they do. They don't.
Zil, are you still naked?
No, I got my stuff. They never took my armor.
Oh, they never took your armor? I thought they
No.
took everything.
They tied, basically they
No, they
tied
took all
him
my
up.
gear.
All
Oh,
the gear
okay.
and everything that was like loose on him, they took.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Zil, the exhibitionist, going out and trying to reclaim his stuff?
Yuki walks up to Belbin and says, "You did take axe to the chest, and you do seem pretty exhausted. Are you sure this is something you want to continue to do?
Okay, just a note above game. Luxalia does have Earth Flame wine.
So does Yuki. That's what she was going with that.
Oh, okay. Carry on then. Carry on. If you're already going that way.
Yeah.
Yuki, if I die, I die.
Well then, but you're so tired. And Yuki reaches into her bag and says, I have been saving this quite literally for years. I'm not sure if it's going to be stale or whatnot, but
Years?
from what I can gather, and she glances at it and squints at the bottle of floating debris in this old flask, and says, "This Earth Flame wine that we got, if I remember correctly, for 2 hours you will not suffer any of the effects of your weariness." Like reading the back of a bottle. So,
Yuki,
Delvin,
I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
oh no, is it different? Hold on. Okay. That's an 8.
This looks relatively unappetizing at the moment, but you do remember something. The very first time you encountered this Earth Flame wine down in the Subterran, you remember that it actually has kind of almost like this like glowing ability to it. And so you think hard about it, and the first thing that comes to your mind is shake it.
Ooh. Shakes it real good. So the sediment doesn't just settle.
And as you do so, the sediment immediately begins to break down, and it basically the concoction itself begins to kind of almost swirl in like a little like tornado around, like a soft tornado around or whirlpool, I guess, around the bottle, and it kind of coalesces into the center and leaves basically this like warm glow from inside, and you can actually feel like a little bit of heat being generated from within, like almost as if like you've like activated an energy in it.
So what do you think, Belbin? Would you like to continue?
2 hours. What are we about to go do? Like, I don't want to just drink this thing, then we hang around for 30 minutes deciding what to do.
Yuki will say, I was planning on just trying to free whatever people we can from this second ring of the city. I mean, it seems like there's pirates haphazardly moving, but individually, I think we can each take them pretty much one-on-one. It only became
What if we do both things?
That's what I was thinking.
Free the people and bring them with us to just commandeer all the remaining ships.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
And then we can take one of them for our fleet and assault on Skyspire Island when needed. And we can leave the others here for the defense of the city.
I like your idea, Zil. I really do. But I think, first and foremost, we should secure this, so at the very least we have a strong foothold we can retreat to in case we need to. So.
Is it not already secure? I was busy.
I mean, there's like haphazard pirates running about.
Looks pretty secure to me.
Yeah. So.
Bill has not been paying attention to like the details of.
Well, you've been sneaking around.
He had a one-track mind.
Okay, we need to understand something in regards to Belbin. You look exhausted, which is understandable. You almost died. So, I will pray for you. But, I don't think any of you understand what we have. We have Glyven hospitality. There's an onsen at the top of this hill. If Belbin just goes and soaks there, he might be less exhausted. It's just a thought.
But you keep turning to Belbin and says, so what about it, Belbin? Do you want to go hang with the monkeys?
We befriended
You want a
monkeys.
bath?
Do you remember we befriended the monkeys on our way here?
Do you want to drop me off into the pool where I just bricked that guy in the head?
Yeah.
Like hanging out with that old friend?
I also think we need to clean up.
Under a bush.
I also think we need to clean up poolside because, well, there's a decapitated body there.
Well, just
Minor
the
details.
I brought the body with me.
Oh, did you? Great.
I did. Yeah.
What about this? This was my plan. Now I'm just adding on with what you guys are saying. What if, Yuki, can you still fly today?
I can.
What if
Just
you
take
did this?
stamina.
What if I go up to the baths and relax? Well,
wow,
you...
leaving it all to us, huh?
This was your idea. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Priorities.
Why don't I go up to the baths and chill? You fly Zill onto a pirate ship and
No.
let him single-handedly take the ship while we defend, you guys defend level 2, maybe going to level 1, however ambitious you guys are thinking. And when I feel a little better, maybe I'll wander on down there. And if I don't start feeling better, maybe I'll take some of that wine.
Do you have some Belden? Speaking of which,
I don't think I do. I don't have any notes that I have.
she'll hand over her Earthflame wine. She says, "It has 2 sips left. Only use 1. You hear me?" And pokes his wound.
One.
Only 1 if you need to. All right. Zill, I guess this depends on you. How do you feel about Belden's plan?
Bring it on!
Okay.
I've already
All
fought
right.
how many pirates?
All right. Actually,
Yeah.
I was thinking
Worst
about
case
this.
scenario, they just tie me up again and y'all save me.
Well, we could try this. At the very least, I'll try to stay as hidden as I can, so out of sight. And if you need my help, I can come help. But for now, let's first clear out this lower part of the city, fortify it at the very least, and then we'll continue.
All right. Well, I think I'll go up to the baths before you do that.
Clean up the decapitated head for me.
Yeah, I'll make sure to clean up and cover our tracks.
Luxalia, she's going to go ahead and spend her time at the moment kind of giving orders to the people that are here defending. So if you remember, there's kind of a barricade that's set up that goes all the way down the stairs. She says that there should be at least 4 people guarding this stairwell at all time, and any like spare scraps and whatever that we can use to create a gate, we should do so. She's also going to do what she can to kind of start giving people jobs. So remember, there's a bunch of people up at the onsen right now that are basically getting their shackles removed by the pirates that you kind of pseudo have turned over to your side. They're more just afraid of the wrath of Alamnia. But she's going to go up there and start giving them jobs to do, specifically cleaning the place up, but also preparing for further reclamation of the city.
Yuki will go around with Zill, I guess, and try to do her best to free anyone that we can see in the general vicinity who hasn't been freed yet in this part of the city.
Okay.
Chase away any pirates that are causing a ruckus.
So as you all go your separate directions, we'll come back to you, Belbin, in a second. But as Yuki and Zill make their way down into the lower part of the city, you see, again, lots of flames, everything on fire. You can tell, again, from the very first assault that happened here, much of this part of the city has been destroyed. There's pretty much ramshackled, buildings that have been put back up. But you can tell, a lot of the, frivolity and partying and everything seems to be taking place here. As you do so, you can see that there are pirates who are actually hiding from you, and you're able to kind of find them and try to scare them off. I'm going to have the 2 of you make influence skill checks as you make your way through the city.
Dirty 16.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to roll anymore from that. It wasn't as good as that. Zill's more intimidating me than right now.
Influential.
12.
As you make your way through the city, you basically kick all the pirates out. You don't even need to fight them. They just run as soon as you see them, and they just book it down to the beach. Whether they're running down basically the main path to the harbor or down basically a secondary path to the beach. They seem terrified of you. They almost as if you were the vengeful spirit that has come to reclaim their souls. They see what you did against the Hiroxan basically bruiser character, and they are running. I'm gonna have Yuki. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
11.
You look out into the horizon, and you no longer see Lamnia's breath out there. You do see, though, that there are the 4 ships that are like out in the distance. One ship is still docked, actually, at the docks. It was not caught fire. And you no longer see Lamnia's breath, but you can see like distant lights in the distance of ships that are sailing away.
Ah, I see. Yuki points that out to Zill and says, I think those are retreating, the ones that are in the harbor. I actually think this might work, your plan, now that we don't have 4 ships on us. And she points to the ship that's still docked and says, I think our chances are pretty good if we decide to go grab that one.
All the easier, but if they're departing, I wonder if we should get down there sooner, before it departs.
True. Did we find anyone while we were clearing out the lower city aside from pirates?
Doesn't seem like there's any prisoners or anything down here. Like I said, most of the buildings are pretty destroyed.
All right. Oh, Yuki will turn to Zill and say, okay, Zill, well, lead the way, best path. I can't carry you massive distances, so it's not like we can fly from here. But if we can get close enough that I can get you onto the ship, then I can do that.
Rolling down. Okay. Roll out the barrel. So have a barrel of fun.
You don't need to do so stealthily. You are walking down like unperturbed down to the docks, and you do so. More like a trot as you make your way down to these docks. You begin as you get closer and closer. The flames aren't as hot. Most of them have been put out at this point, whether it's by the Tempest or by the pirates that are actually physically trying to put the dock out. 2 of basically the main kind of like gangways have just been completely burnt to a crisp. There's 1 remaining. There are a few basically like buildings where like some of the cargo and stuff gets stored and whatnot. They seem still relatively intact. But as you make your way down kind of towards the docks, you see that there are all kinds of bodies that have washed up, and pirates just keep scattering in every direction. Anywhere that you go, basically, it's like the reverse of like a magnet pushing them like away in every direction. You see some of them fleeing up like the cliffs into kind of where like the arena is. You see them booking their way back across the beach in both directions, which just basically leads to jungle.
Yeah.
They're scared of us.
As Yuki's looking around and this is happening, like, does she see any signs of, like, prisoners, including non-human prisoners, if you get my drift?
I do. I'm going to have you make a wisdom skill check. Zill, you start making your way into basically the main port buildings or along the sides of them. You kind of look around. There's no pirates here. It's pretty empty.
13.
Great.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's not important yet.
Okay. As Yuki, you look around the docks. You see nothing in particular. However, you do see that there are a bunch of footprints, almost as if there was a struggle here. And some of these footprints look very large, 3-toed bird footprints.
Does she see a direction?
Back towards the stadium. That general area.
Sounds good. Problem for a later time. Zill, what was it you were going to say?
I mean, seeing their reaction, think we can just stroll on and ask for it?
We could try. We could be a little more intimidating if you do want me to fly you up there.
Yes. I think if you just fly me up, drop me in the middle of the ship, and be like, this is mine now. See how that goes.
Still try to fall on someone.
Okay, well, we get close enough, and Yuki gets ready and puts her arms under his armpits and carries off to the one standing ship.
All right, go ahead and make a strength survival check.
Yuki or Zill?
Yuki.
I think you're okay.
What is your total weight that you got on you right now, Zill?
A lot.
That's a 20, 30-20.
I think if I've accurately kept track of what I've left on the ship and not, 211 pounds. points
Oh, that's
of gear.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Plus,
Plus Zill's weight.
which is not much. He's not big.
You
He's
are
carrying more gear than he weighs.
even with such a high roll, you are straining to pick him up and lift him up. Like your wings like actively feel like they're dying. But you're able to lift him up and carry him over in the dark of the night. It's not graceful, it's not stealthy by any means, but you are able to make your way over to the dock here.
She drops him on the side of the ship and just pants. It's just like hands on the knees, and she just flies up to the crow's nest and just chills in the crow's nest.
Okay, where are my characters?
And I hit with a thud.
Yep, you hit with an absolute thud. Boom! Right in the center of the ship. And there are screams from all directions like, "They're here! They're here! The demons have come! The demons have come! Everybody run for your lives!" As that you just like are dropped right down in the center of the ship and you look around. However, you hear a commanding voice that says, "I halt with you."
There you go.
Do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way?
You hear the sound of
Oh no. I'm just gonna run and jump off the boat. I can breathe underwater. This is fine.
make an agility survival check for me.
I missed the sound. What was the sound?
Something is on fire. I'm guessing it's the ship.
I thought that was static on my end. I didn't even realize. Okay, yeah, you keep flies. See,
13.
13. You run, and I don't know if you remember that scene from The Grinch where, like, he runs, and he's, like, driving the car, and he, like, crashes it, and he's like, "It's gonna blow!" You're, like, running, like, slow-mo, and you, like, jump off the side of this ship as a cannonball zooms right past you, and it cracks right into the main beam of the ship, and the entire, basically, whole, like, this entire beam and the sails and everything come crashing down. They just fired a cannon at you.
Just a cannon? I thought they were gonna blow me up.
Yeah, did Yuki see
I'm
the
a little
cannon?
disappointed.
Did Yuki see the direction it came from?
It came from basically like this, I guess, rotated around. It came from this bottom side here.
Okay, she flies over there and drops down.
I'm gonna start trying to climb back up the ship.
Okay. Basically, the mast is just like skewed across like the main hull of the ship here. And you drop and you see what looks to be two people. Who are, one of them is busy trying to load another cannonball into it, while the other one has basically like this like lighter and says like, "Oi, hurry up you! Get it in there! They're coming back!"
Yeah, Yuki chops off both their hands.
Yuki's a savage.
Yuki
She spares
drops,
him.
Yuki drops down. Here, let me actually put some pirates up here.
She was like, whack, whack.
Yuki drops down, and without a further thought, you do so. I'm gonna have to make an attack roll for me.
The 14.
They partially dodge out of the way, at least the one loading the cannonball, which it drops and rolls down the steps into kind of like the main part of the ship here. You are able to severely cut into his shoulder as he steps back and he says, "Oi, you're not commandeering this ship. This is one of Jackman Nobbs' favorites."
Okay, she just...
That's why I'm not on the boat. Never mind.
She just says, "Jackman Nobbs, well, you're gonna have a knob for an arm," and chops his arm off completely.
You do so.
Oh
Very
my
threateningly,
goodness.
the entire arm that you initially gashed just falls off.
Yeah. And she says, "I recommend that you get off the ship while you can. I have been merciful on you. I've spared your life."
"Oh, you call this mercy?" As he's just like bleeding profusely. I gotta cauterize it. I gotta cauterize it. As he runs around and you see this whole, you see this entire like barrel of just like black powder, and he goes, "Give me that!" And he grabs the torch from the other guy, and he runs over to it, and he just is like he takes up like a scoop of it and like puts it on like the nub of the arm. He's just like. He just like does it, and he just blows up along with the whole front of the ship. I'm gonna have you make a fortitude survival check for you.
Kamikaze.
Oh my goodness. What is happening?
Not a bad roll. Fortitude, you said?
Yep.
18.
You brace yourself. You basically you cover yourself with you bring your wing around in order to brace yourself as you just feel this intense heat. You are knocked backwards down the stairs, flat on your back in basically the broken rafters and the mast and everything. As you look up, you can only hear ringing in your ears, and Zill, you hear this explosion. The entire front of the ship just. As you reach up.
See, that's what I thought they were gonna do to me.
And Yuki just is flung back on the ground. The wind is completely taken out of you. You receive.
Oh. Why did they go all berserker on me?
I'm sorry. What was your fortitude survival check?
18.
Okay. You receive 42 points of impact damage.
Oh.
Ow.
The pirates are dead.
Oh man.
Oh, Yuki limps off the ship. We're over to Zill, who just climbed on.
Am I up yet, or where?
Yeah,
where
you're
am I?
up. You're up. But it's a blast that knocks you away. Actually, I'm gonna have you make another agility survival check for me.
Zill, you're walking home.
Oh god,
you're getting
6.
6. You are blown back into the water.
Oh my god. Again.
It's basically just this pulse of just as you just it's messed up. This entire front is just gone of the ship.
Where did the captain go?
The what?
The captain who initially encountered Zill.
Who initially?
I don't think he was a captain.
Yeah, he just
Or
pirates.
whoever it was.
Oh, they're
Oh,
dead.
it's pirates.
Just
Okay.
pirates.
They blew up in the fiery mess.
Well, she calls out to Zill, who's in the water, and she says, "That hurt quite a bit, but I think we have the ship. If you still
Oh, god. How much of a mess is it in?
I don't think it's sailing anytime soon, but we could use it for spare wood. I did find out it was one of Jack Minob's favorite ships.
Well, I'd still call this a win. That's one less ship Jackman Nobbs has.
You begin to feel it tip forward.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yuki looks for any items on board that may be useful to salvage to throw off onto the deck. Not the deck. What's it called?
Yuki,
Gangway.
Yeah.
you've been reading that Guardian Historia.
Yeah. Yes.
Is it wrong to steal from someone who's stolen?
I'm not stealing. We're using this to fortify the city.
Oh, I'm looking for gold.
Oh. Okay. We have different priorities. Well, you can go after that after the ship sank. You can breathe, right? Yeah. How much extra wood / extra stuff did she find and just huck off before she just jumps off onto the?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, it's slowly sinking, and this part of the beach is not super deep, and so even if the ship does sink completely, the two remaining masts that exist are still gonna poke above. It probably just barely goes down beneath the water surface. So you can. Yeah. It's a pretty slow process, but is Zill helping with this?
I don't know, Zill. Are you helping?
Zill's gonna look for anything valuable.
Nice, solid.
Valuable to our mission. Valuable to himself.
Yuki, I'm gonna have you make a dex since you're trying to hurry and find stuff that'll actually be useful and whatnot. You are pretty hurt and pretty damaged from the blow.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have you make a dexterity skill check. It's gonna be with despair, and I'm gonna actually have Zil as you kind of swim around and try to find something that is as useful here. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
That's an 8 for Yuki.
Oh my goodness, did Zil just roll well?
That's good.
That is a 17.
Whoa.
What is happening? Zil rolls well.
Yuki, you're able to basically take a number of barrels off the side of the ship, one of which is a barrel of black powder. I want you to remember, too, black powder is not common. Black powder was basically created around, like, kind of discovered / created around 30 years ago by Mordecai Klaus, actually.
We know him.
Yeah, you know him back at Port Grandium. Yeah,
Hey, I have that card.
Yep, he sailed on the Flortensia, and he actually helped with navigation, but also partially with weapons development on board the Flortensia. And so originally, when Jackman Nobbs had been taken down, the reason he was taken down was because they had black powder weapons on board the Flortensia. But now it seems like they have black powder weapons in the form of cannons and things like that. So it's still very uncommon, but you are able to get 1 barrel of black powder.
Cool.
Additionally, on top of that, you are able to get probably 6 crates of what look to be rations, food, partially preserved. Some of them are like actual like fresh fruits and stuff like that.
Any herbs, potentially?
An entire sack of basically fish that looks freshly caught from the day. You're able to uncover a number of useful items such as like many lengths of rope. You're able to take the main sail from basically the main sail that fell over from the mast. And the last thing you were able to grab, basically it's just like stuff that's like on the top of this ship here.
Yeah.
You were able to grab around 4 cannonballs.
Sweet. Okay. She grabs all of that and like makes sure that they're there secure on the deck so that we can come back and get them at some point.
Perfect. Zil.
I rolled a 17.
17. You actually decide to swim down and into the wreckage in the hull of the ship. And as you do so, you look around. You see that there were pirates still on this, but they seem to have perished, being trapped essentially down below. Some maybe died from the initial impact damage and whatnot, but you're going down and you're through, and at the very far end, towards the back of the ship, you see what looks to be a locked door. The door is metal, so it's a metal door set within basically like the wooden frame of the ship.
Gosh. Do I have any ability to lockpick this thing? Hey, I've got 3 pythons left. I can shove that into the keyhole again.
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely can try this. I'm going to have you make a stealth skill check for me.
Does that not take the -2 from my armor?
No. It's not being stealthy. It's more like the finesse.
Dirty 16.
You're able to.
Who am I?
You're able to put
I can roll.
Python in, and you can actually feel where the mechanism itself seems to like fit where the key is. One large whack from something would probably send this lock flying, and this is a good lock. You can tell. It's just you just got lucky as heck as you inserted this python to put it in the exact right place that you needed it.
Great. I'm just going to kind of hit it with the butt of one of my hand axes.
Okay, make a physical skill check for me. And you're going to go ahead and take 2 durability away from your hand axe.
I rolled a nat 1.
Your hand axe breaks.
No!
Like, not just as damage, like physically breaks.
Can I fix it?
Yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah, you can fix it later.
Got 3.
Okay.
Keep the pieces.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to try it again.
Okay, physical skill check.
Okay, that went a lot better. Oh my goodness, I broke a hand axe. 18.
You hear a ping. Needs one more good thrust. Make another physical skill check.
Hey, another 18.
And then with one last of a basically burst of energy, the lock breaks and falls off. Immediately, you can feel a sense of pressure as all kinds of water from the cavity that you're in begins to pour in through the keyhole. There's like a current that's pulling you towards. The door hasn't opened. It looks to be as if the door opens like outward, not inward. It's gonna take
I don't
some
think I'm gonna
strength
be
to
able to
open this.
I don't think Zil would know that about water pressure, so he's gonna try to open it.
Okay, make a physical skill check for me.
18, 3 in a row.
You station your legs on either side of this door as you just grab the handle and you begin pulling as hard as you possibly can, and you are making no progress. This thing is sealed shut.
Well, I'm gonna swim up. See if Yuki needs any help. Mention the door to her, hoping she knows something about water pressure that Zil doesn't, because if you just wait for it to fill with water, then you can open it no problem, but Zil doesn't know that.
And that's exactly what Yuki says. Stop it a little bit. How big is the hole?
Does Yuki know that?
Oh, heck yeah, she does.
Yuki,
Smart.
make a knowledge skill check for me.
Oh my goodness, you're making me roll this. Well,
I don't know if that's common knowledge here.
14.
Yeah, you know basic water pressure.
Yeah.
Great, Zil doesn't. Oh, okay. So Zil's gonna dive back in and just look at anything
goodness.
useful to like the mission while he waits for this kind of door to.
So this is a relatively large ship. There's 3 different stories to it below the main deck, and so it's larger than Alamnia's breath, that's for sure. As you kind of search around, you see that most of whatever rations or any like food product that's here, it's completely damaged. Wet, I guess you may be able to still like salvage some of it. Whether it's clothes, rags, things like that, it's just very, very soaked and waterlogged. But you just continue to wait. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check as you look around.
18. Who am I and what did I do with Zil?
You are able to find a good stash of what looks to be basic, like common iron weapons. Stuff that looks like pirates normally use, but also stuff that looks like it's been looted. Basically, you can grab like 4 barrels of weapons or something to be able to use that you're able to basically pull out of the hull of the ship. Great.
I'll just kind of, however many trips it take, get them up to the dock to like arm the villagers.
Perfect. After some time and after this ship has fully settled on the bottom and sank, you no longer feel kind of that suctioning pressure from the door where the water has been flooding in. It seems this place has been filled up.
Great. I'm going to go try and open the door again.
You do so. I'm going to have you make a physical skill check for me.
While Zil's doing this, can Yuki use some potent healing herbs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, just going to rub some leaves in her wounds.
15.
You're able to open it. Definitely much easier at this point, and you're kind of shocked. You pull with all of your strength, and it does open. Slower, but like it does open. This thing is a very nice door, and it seems to be guarding something. As you open it, it's pretty dark in here, but you can see what looks to be glittering coming from within this room. You have uncovered the ship's treasure hoard. There's a reason the ship was valuable.
I'm just going to start swimming all of it up. As many trips as it takes.
Okay. It is
thinking like...
It is a number of things. So it is Everpiece like crazy. It's like just physical like gold, silver, jewels. You don't know where this came from, but it seems like whoever they looted, they've looted like the wealthiest treasure stores, the stores of kings. It seems like there's probably a total amount of treasure here that's equivalent to like a small town's treasury, essentially. I would say I would calculate it to be max roll a d20 for me.
16.
That is going to be 16,000 EP worth of treasure.
Whoa.
EP?
Okay.
Whoa!
Holy crap. Okay.
Yuki says to him, "You know that's going to rebuild the city, right?"
Zill's got a couple thoughts here. I just want to talk him out loud before committing to anything.
Goodness gracious.
Zill's gonna take a finder's fee. How much? Undecided. Zill's gonna take some of it for Alamnia's breath treasury.
Nice.
And then Zill's gonna take whatever's left for the rebuilding of Takai Town.
Wow, that's very charitable, Bill.
That's my thought process. Because he is in the virtuous, he is trying to be better. He's still an urchin. Okay, I've got a thought of roll some dice to decide for Alamnia's breath and Zill.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like, do I want to roll a d4 and multiply it by 1,000? Or do I want to roll a bigger dice and multiply it by 100?
Do the D4.
That's my thought process.
Do the D4.
Okay. So the first d4 is for Zill.
Okay.
And he rolled a 1. Zill taking 1,000 EP for himself.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Does it make sense to do 2d4 for Alamnia's breath?
I would say for a treasury, yeah, you could do 2d4 of that.
Okay. So he's taking 3,000 for Alamnia's breath.
Okay. That's really good.
So that leaves 12,000 for Takai.
Wow.
What a philanthropist.
Still's generous.
What would have
Or-
Dog game? What would have Belvin taken?
At least half.
That's generous, Belvin.
Honestly, if Zill wasn't in the virtuous alignment, he would have taken more.
It's also,
How about
too,
me?
you have to think,
How about
this
me?
kind of cash weighs something. Like, you can't just be, like, carrying this around with you. Like, literally talk about deep, heavy pockets. Like, yeah, like, chingling around with all that kind of cash is difficult. So, you'd have to
That's why
find
Belvin's so
somewhere to place
exhausted.
it. Yeah, exactly. Belvin's living.
How does Zill is not being subtle about this?
Yeah.
How does Yuki react?
Yeah, she's like, well, Phil, what are you gonna do with all that Everpiece? And she's looking a little greedy in the eyes from the vice she's fallen in a little bit. But she's.
I
not
mean,
gonna
and
ask
he's
ready.
just like, he takes
not
out a
gonna-
bag.
She's not gonna
Me! Puts it in his pocket, takes out a bag. Alamnia's breath.
Okay. All right. And
Zill looks at Yuki's like, I ain't gonna stop you.
I can't breathe like you do. Just get a little bit for me. Just give me like
This isn't all just money though, right?
Yeah, it's basically just, like, that much worth of treasure.
Right.
Okay. Is that
I'm
the
guessing
cool
there's
thing?
enough of it in just money to take out what we took. Or
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
Definitely.
Oh.
And then you
Yuki
can always
wants
sell. You can always
Bill-
sell stuff along the lines, but it's roughly about like 16,000 EP worth of treasure in this place. No
Yuki
like
wants-
valuable weapons or like useful thing. It's literally just treasure. So like gemstones,
Mm-hmm.
like literally bars of gold, like coins, lots and lots and lots of coins.
Yuki wants Zill to go look for matching sets of large, medium, and small gemstones that we potentially use to put mana in. now be added to Alomnia's Breath as part of our treasure hoard.
Is there
However,
anything
they could be
is
useful.
there anything particularly that you're looking for? Any specific gems?
I'm gonna have to look, so
Okay.
come back to me.
Come back to you on that. And I think that's a perfect place to be able to jump to Connor. So, Belbin, you make your way back up, kind of. Still, it's weird. You feel like this heavy pressure on your chest. You're not bleeding, and you can tell your body is mending. It's weird because your ribs and your sternum that was just completely severed in two. You can feel, it's weird. You can feel the process of it repairing itself with the mana. And it's kind of like that tingly sensation when you got like a dead leg or something, your leg is falling asleep. But it's multiply that times 10, and so it's kind of almost tickles in your chest, but it's hard to breathe because of that. And as you walk back to the onsen, you climb up the stairs and make your way towards the back of it. You have to kind of stop to catch your breath a few times before continuing onward, but eventually you do get to the waters of the onsen, and you can feel this humidity, but also kind of this kind of almost salty type of heavy sea breeze feel on you, and you can actually feel yourself relaxing a little bit before you start putting yourself into the actual water.
Can I see if the guy is still under the bush before I get in, just to make sure that he's all still chained up and...
Make a wisdom skill check for me. It's going to be with despair since you're got...
yeah. 7.
Yeah, he's still there.
Is he awake or is he still
He's not
out?
awake. He is out.
Booyah.
You see that he's still breathing, but he's out. And at this point too, there's enough of the townsfolk that have jobs and stuff that at some point Luxalia probably is going to send some townsfolk to put him somewhere, lock him up and put him somewhere.
Okay. And he is chained up, right?
He's
not
completely
just
chained up, yeah, with 15 feet of
Fantastic.
chain just
great.
wrapped.
Oh my
all around.
goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Belvin will be at ease and start lowering himself into the sweet, sweet pools of the onsen.
And it feels immaculate from the second you dip your toe in. You swim out kind of to the center of it to where you're able to submerge your entire body. I'm going to have you make a fortitude survival check for me.
Fortitude. At disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Oh, and it was a nat 16.
No.
Fortitude is going to be a 9.
The healing effects begin almost immediately as you are able to just soak there. You close your eyes as you kind of prop yourself up against some of the rocks at the back. You sit down and you begin to kind of just drift off into this almost like a sleep-like state. And as you're there, you're completely aware of everything around you, so you can hear the sound of the birds in the trees, distant monkey howls, things like that. The trickle of the water is what really stands out to you as it kind of falls into this basin on this large onsen. And while you are here, you begin to feel your body lose all of its tension. Tension that has been built up for many, many, many years. Even the last time you were in this onsen months ago, it didn't even have this effect. Almost kind of where you were broken and now you finally have some relief, and you just stay there. What are you thinking? What are you thinking at this moment?
Yeah, Belvin, he's thinking about how, whether it's Luxalia or Yuki was saying he'd have to clean up the bodies afterwards, and as he was relaxing in the pools, he gets this idea to try to call the monkeys over, see if he can convince them to clean up the dead bodies.
I'm going to have you make for me
That is chaotic, Belbin.
a charisma survival check as you begin to just go, again, eyes closed, relaxing. You start to the conversation. Who was it that was talking to the monkeys private? Yeah, you try to mimic exactly the same oohs and ahs that Yuki was using on your way up here.
Okay. It's an 8.
8. You hear some distant replies. This is clearly the voice of the husky boss man monkey.
I will do my best to respond.
You do so. Make an influence skill check for me. It's going to be at despair.
Ooh, yeah, but this is a good one. Influence. 15.
Ooh.
I've rolled 3 natural 16s that haven't counted so far.
Nice.
Ooh.
The power of weariness.
I know.
As you begin to respond, the words kind of flow naturally to you, almost as if this onsen has given you a primal instinct, something that you never knew existed. As you begin to respond in a deeper voice, and out of the bushes, you see a familiar-looking monkey, large, distended belly, round-bellied. He looks down at you. He goes. And he climbs down into the water next to you, and he begins to recline and relax as well. There's no hostility here. He's feeling comfortable with you.
Yeah. Belvin will slowly put his arm around him, look at him, and go, with like a head nod, like a yes, like
he looks to you and he says,
friend.
You understand this as something like, yes, best friend.
I'll give him a few seconds to relax.
He does.
Then after a while, I'll go again, like get his attention. Point to the dead bodies.
And he looks at the bodies and he looks to you, and he starts doing kind of like this weird sign language, but it's like not really sign language. It's very primal. He basically takes his thumb and he goes like, and he kind of slowly climbs out and he calls into the distance as like kind of like this deep howl comes out of his vocal cords, and 3 other monkeys come into view. These were the same ones, kind of the smaller ones, as he orders them to get rid of the bodies. They climb out and they like wrap the bodies up kind of in a ball, and they like drag them out. And there's kind of it's interesting because like the way that this onsen is it's pretty much covered. So you have like the front or like the back of like the onsen building, and then you have like a side building that's kind of like a shed on the side. It's more for like storing clothes and things like that. But there is basically kind of like this like waterfall that goes down the side. If you look here at the onsen here, it's kind of like this little waterfall area that goes down the side that dumps into the river. These monkeys just dump these bodies into the river, and they fall down multiple waterfalls into the bay eventually.
Not what I was thinking would happen, but they got the job done.
The boss man monkey looks at you and he thumbs ups you. And as he lets out another bellow, 20, 30 monkeys just descend from the mountain, and they all take their place inside the onsen. Like they own the place. And they pay no mind or attention to you at all, as they all just start relaxing with you inside this onsen.
I gotta mobilize this army. Yeah, I gotta mobilize this army somehow. I'll let him relax. I'll let him relax while I'm rejuvenating, thinking of a way I can use this newfound army of monkeys to take over the pirates. Planet of the Apes style.
You begin to just like let the waters take you, and you eventually begin to doze off and fall asleep. Many of the monkeys have also done the same, mind you. I'm going to have you make a faith survival check for me.
Faith at disadvantage still?
Yep.
Faith. Unnatural 16.
Dang. You begin to drift off into a deep, deep slumber. You've situated yourself in the rocks enough where it's interesting because like some of the outside positioning, some of the better positioning which you've taken in this onsen kind of have almost kind of like this like indent seat like function where it's like the average person, average Glyven specifically, is able to sit down and kind of got like a recliner without having to worry about like falling over or dipping into the water. And so you find yourself comfortable enough to where you actually fall into this deep, deep sleep. And at first it's dreamless, but then all of a sudden you begin to, you don't know if it's recollections or if it's just like your body like finally speaking to you after like so much of kind of like hardness that comes in. But you're brought back to specifically when you were at Folden Rock. It was after the fact when the whole like exorcism and everything took place. You had taken the Gladys and you were essentially just preparing to leave. It was the day that you were preparing to leave to come back to the Aishan Island with Aldreg Monteblair. And there's something that sticks out to you, specifically in your mind. You remember, it seems kind of almost like a white haze in a way. You remember looking at the temple, the Folden Rock Temple doors. This was a moment where Jack was kind of like preaching to the people a little bit, and he looks at you and he invites you in to the church, almost as kind of like he has like this connection with you, kind of like he understands, and you do. There was a moment, I don't know if you remember back when you were separated. I think it was a session you weren't there, and so like that's kind of what I did with you. Put you inside the temple while Yuki and Zil and Thordain and Luxalia were basically finishing up what you needed to do. And so he beckons you inside, and you follow him. You go into this temple space, and kind of a brief reminder of it. It's kind of many long sitting areas, some pews, some kind of spaces at the back for where the women are supposed to be, and then stuff closer to the front where the men are. He walks up the aisle, the center aisle there, and he looks up at the altar, and there's like light that's filtering in through the top of it. And he says, "You've made many sacrifices, haven't you, Belbin?"
Yeah, many sacrifices throughout my life. Some were my choice and some weren't.
It's a tough life to live. Not the life of an adventurer necessarily per se, but the life of being alone. I don't need to know exactly your backstory and everything that you came from, but I do kind of see your heart for what it is. And he walks up kind of behind this altar, very familiar with it, and he says, "Many a sacrifice has been made here. Many a lamb led to the slaughter. There will come a time where we must do what must be done. I can tell that you've experienced near death before. And from your eyes, I can see what you had just experienced. The demon Emaneth. You're experiencing supernatural things that you've never done so before. Tell me, how does that weigh on you?"
Well, I think that it's become kind of background noise. Like, you get used to it and you adapt, and I've been carrying all this for so long that it's just become part of the daily life.
I see. You're strong, Belbin. Ever since I met you back in Helix, you and your group, Eclaas, there's something special about you. The Father, Alomnia, he blesses us all in different ways. He grants us exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. It's all in his time. You've experienced a past, I know. But the present that you've experienced, the relationships that you've built, how does it feel? Finally having people that you can rely on.
I'm slow to trust, and I don't. It took me a while to trust this group, and once I did, then things happen, and you don't know whether you can trust them again. But slowly, they've been building it back up. At this point, I feel like they're some of my closest friends and allies that I've had.
Good. I saw that in each and every one of you. There was a brokenness that you all shared. Different in the way that it manifests, but Alomnia's good, and he can make good things from broken people. Those who are pure as the white snow, those that are innocent, Alomnia often wants to preserve that for as long as possible. And then there are those like you who've experienced so much grit and darkness in your life. And there's a choice that must be made from there. You've seen death, you've seen despair, you've seen sorrow. Death at your hands. And he kind of looks again down at the altar and he says, you've sacrificed bits and pieces of yourself. And it takes away from the soul, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've been sealing myself off little by little.
You say there's a numbness that you feel, almost as if it's background noise. There's a danger to that. The second you stop feeling pain, I want you to be careful, Belbin. I watched you back at that cultist ritual. I watched you when Thavalia, when Emineth was freed from her and she was free from him. There was a moment that the spirit of Emineth dwelt in that place. And I saw his eyes turned to you. There's a darkness in your heart. I don't blame you for it. But these actions, these desires that you have deep within, many of them are not from you. They stem from your brokenness. But this lack of pain that you feel, this numbness, this background noise, it could be something else. No, there's not a demon behind every corner, behind every stone, but you've seen enough and you've done enough. It's left you vulnerable, Belbin. He pauses for a moment and he looks to you. He sees the sword at your side, the Gladys, and he says, there will be whispers. Whispers that you think you can control. Everybody is searching for something. Power, wealth, salvation. Belbin, what voice are you going to listen to going forward? You were spared last night because I was there. I commanded Emineth to leave that place. His eyes were set on you. This is serious, Belbin. He waits for a moment, and he gives you a soft smile. But I know you. When push comes to shove, you're strong. You won't die so easily. So far, Providence and the Father's goodness has shone upon you. The good King has allowed for you these powers. You are an adventurer, regardless of the evil that you've done. Yes, you do have the free will to be able to use it however you want. But there was a time that you said yes back at Helix to what was commanded of you. You know what's expected of you. I know you know it deep down. Tell me, what still burdens you?
I think my answer to this question will have changed over the last few months and years of this adventure. I think coming in, I was looking for kind of one last hurrah. But I think now, after doing the things we've done and seeing the things we've seen and the friends that we've made as a party, I think a lot of the past haunts me. I think a lot of the things that I've done, needless killing or doing it for pleasure, the pleasure killing, all that, I think I'm starting to look back on and see it in a different light. And I just don't know how I can make up for a lot of that stuff.
The sins of our past, even if forgiven, their effects still linger in the world, which is why it's important to do what we can with the time that we are given. I know you're a good person. Yes, maybe clouded by darkness here and there, but I can see it in you. There is a light. It fades, it grows. That decision's ultimately up to you. And you have been given everything that you need. Because Alomnia is good. The Father is good. The King, the Almighty, is good. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk with you is every one of us needs a reminder that they matter. You matter, Belbin. Healing's not always immediate. It all happens in accordance to his plan. Sometimes you must experience the worst in order to start that path of redemption. You've experienced some bad stuff in life. And you've become strong because of it. Nobody could go through what you've been through. You faced Burbledau. You've seen what the void looks like. The oblivion inside of his soul. You don't have that, Belbin. Not yet. Opportunities will arise in your future. And choices will need to be made. Alomnia knows all the possible outcomes of what you choose, but it is up to you to decide when those moments come. How do you respond to them? Do you cling to yourself and your own power? Do you cling to your friends? When you see suffering of others, do you bear it with them? Or do you just leave them in darkness like you were for so long? I know you'll make the right choice. I have complete confidence in you, Belbin. He places his hands on the altar, and he looks down. He closes his eyes, almost as if in a small prayer. And then he looks up at the ceiling, and he lets out a large smile. Alomni is always with us, with you. The mana that you wield, the mana that's all around us, it's his spirit. When you feel that you are alone, cling to it. It will give you hope. I promise you, Belbin. As long as you begin to take things more seriously, trust in your friends, do not give in to despair. Slowly you will heal. The background noise will no longer just be a humming in the back of your mind. It will eventually be silenced. And then he kind of looks down at your waist at the sword and he says, and as soon as you can free yourself from the things that possess you, you will find joy. You will find peace.
All this kind of weighs heavy on my heart.
Eternal truths do that, don't they?
Yes, it goes against my natural instinct.
This is a fallen world after all. And he says, temptation is everywhere, especially the life of an adventurer. You go off, you see much of the world, you experience so many people, and so much hardship and death and terror and pain. But you also see so much joy. You see different peoples, what they love, what they cherish. Don't be envious of what other people have, Belbin. Protect it. Especially when they can't fight for themselves. The joy of seeing a family with a baby. The joy of seeing love in the eyes of a spouse. The joy of seeing times of peace. Full bellies. Good drink. A warm place to come home to at the end of the day. Your long days of journeying and wandering. Provide that for people, Belbin. And there will come a time, whether it's tomorrow, next year, or even in your death, granted you make the proper decisions, that warmth will be returned to you. Nay, magnified in you. I just want you to remember that. It's so easy to get caught up in the moment. It's so easy to fall into despair when all seems to be falling down around you. But us, Eeas, the senders. I want you to decide what message you are intending to send, and what your actions say to those that you help, to those that you harm. It's a lot to think about. No one expects immediate change. But even since that time in Helix, I've seen some growth in you. Even if your instincts want to reject it.
Are you saying that I need to leave this all behind? That maybe this is the one last hurrah?
I'm saying that Alomnia has tasked each and every one of us with a purpose. And your purpose, Belbin, your purpose is one that you do not need to bear alone. It's easy for the weight of the world and Alomnia's desire to be heavy, but his burden is light. I promise you this. No, your path is not done here. There will be a time when Alomnia wills it. There will be a time for peace, but we live in darkening days. The veil of Twilight has been shattered. But there is a false light that grows on the horizon. One that will leave many unprepared.
Did you say a false light?
He looks solemn and serious at the same time, and he says, yes. You mentioned that there is a part of you that wants to reject the world, that wants to reject the urges of you to do good, just to take what's easy. Complacency. Pride. It's so easy to fall into that. Everybody seems to think in their minds what they believe is truly right. The way you live is a mere matter of perspective, if it's correct or not. But don't be confused, Belbin. Law exists for a reason. The reason you shouldn't go around murdering others, for example, is it's very important to understand that every soul has the opportunity to be redeemed. And there is a path that has been led and spoken to us from the Guardian Historia, but also from Alomnia. He's given us the way to salvation, the way to freedom, and the way to true peace and happiness. But it requires work and effort. It's hard. Sometimes it means that you don't get what you want. Sometimes it means that you're going to have to suffer. But I told you, his burden is light. I know it's a lot, Belbin. And you're a wizened creature. You've been here on this earth for many, many long years. But you're never too old to start new. You're never too old, too broken to begin a new adventure. Your companions trust you, and I know they do, even if they don't show it. They're not infallible. They will hurt you. They will make you suffer. but so will you to them. Have mercy, understanding. As long as you keep your purpose set in the right direction, as long as you keep your eyes up towards Alomnia, towards Landis Frame, Alomnia's will be done through you. But it is a battle you will have to fight every single day, and it will be a much harder fight than even that against archdemons, and we are our own worst enemies in many ways. But Alomnia has given you the power to fight. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I think so.
One day an ultimate sacrifice will have to be made. The day will come when this altar will no longer be stainless. It'll be drenched in blood. Belbin, will you be the one who leads this ultimate sacrifice here? Or he takes a deep breath and he smiles. Will you be loyal to Alomnia's will? Will that sacrifice, will your loyalty, will your devotion, will your love be enough?
Either way, is my blood the blood that's on the altar?
I guess it's a matter of choice. We all will die one day. We will have to make one final sacrifice. And it's a grace that Alomnia has given us that we don't have that power of foresight to know the time nor the place, which is why we must always be prepared, Belbin. What are you doing to prepare your house for his coming? Are you going to leave it a mess? Or are you going to leave it immaculate for him?
The monkeys are cleaning it right now.
He kind of laughs, and there's like a little bit of like a fade, kind of like a shimmer as you half open your eyes and you can see the stars above you. A light off in the distance. And with a parting voice, you recall the words. Cling to your friends, Belbin. With me, with them, you are never alone. And you wake up, and you find yourself surrounded by monkeys.
Cling to the poop flingers.
Clinging to the poop flingers who are no longer flinging poop at you. And with that, we're going to go ahead briefly and take a quick break. Think about that, everybody. Wise words to be listened to. So we'll be right back about 5 minutes, and we'll be here probably around 10 p.m. for a little bit longer. So cool. Thanks, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Get yourselves a drink, go use the restroom, and around 8-ish minutes, we'll be back. All right, if you guys will go ahead and mute yourselves. How's it going, everybody? We are back. Thanks for your patience with the quick break. Duty calls. Crazy stuff. Belbin, you are back surrounded by monkeys, and as you look over to your right, you see a big boy monkey. He kind of looks at you, and he gives you kind of a curious look, and he goes,
Does Belbin understand anything that just happened? Like, was that like was it a dream? Was it like a Simba Mufasa sort of thing?
It
Was
was
Lamnia?
actual events that happened. So this was a conversation that you had after your fight with Thavalia and her possession with the cult of Burbledau. Down basically at the black market auction that you guys had. And there was you guys had destroyed basically that ritual that was going on, and you were just about to find Aldrich Montclair and get him on basically. You were about to leave. It was the day you were going to leave, and Jack invited you into the temple to talk to you. He actually picked you out of the crowd, and this was the conversation that you had.
So this was just reminiscing.
This was just reminiscing.
On that.
It was just a remembrance.
It wasn't okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't a Simba Mufasa in the clouds moment for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So Belbin will look to the monkeys. And with the kind of the arrogance of a leader, go like hoo hoo ha 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 ha, or try to.
I'm gonna have you make one last influence skill check for me.
One last with despair, or is that gone now?
Yeah, with despair.
Dang. Influence will be an 8.
He looks
Sorry,
at you.
9. It was a 9.
Okay, he looks at you, partially confused at what you're trying to get at, but he kind of goes, almost repeating what you're saying, not really understanding the purpose of what you're trying to get at, but it didn't upset him at all.
And then start getting out of the pool.
It's freezing. So you're in a tropical climate for sure, but you don't know how long you've been here, but your entire body is just beet red from just being in this hot sulfur water for you have no idea how much time has passed. It is definitely deep into the night, and all of basically the rooms are lit inside the onsen at this point. It's probably been. I'm gonna make a wisdom skill check for me.
Oh no. Disadvantage still?
Yep.
8.
At least a couple of hours. You can go ahead and remove 2 points of weariness.
Okay.
Let's go.
Belbin is.
This is not going to work again by another dunk, FYI. So you just need 24 hours of rest in order to get rid of your the rest of your weariness. But is it 24 hours or 12 hours? I think it's
12 hours. 12 hours. It says,
just
yeah.
12 hours of rest.
For 1 point, yeah.
Belbin's gonna be freaking out. He had no idea that was hours, a few hours worth.
You feel parched and dehydrated, dry mouth, beyond all comprehension.
Mm-hmm. So Belbin will get out, try to yell some commands to follow him with the monkeys, in monkey. But at this point, it's so. Belbin's just so frazzled that it's been so long and he had no idea, and who knows what's happened since he's been gone and what fighting has happened. That if the monkeys don't follow, he's not set on trying to convince them anymore.
Yeah, they cheer in retaliation towards you, kind of like a celebratory or cheer as monkeys do, but they do not follow you. They continue to enjoy their time in the onsen. This is their onsen now, by the way.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight them out again. Goodness. Well, maybe we got Belbin King of the Monkeys now, so we're good.
This is Planet of the Apes. Hey, Belvin will go down and try to find anyone in the party because who knows where they are, who knows what they've been up to.
You go to the inn, and you see that there are a number of people here, some of them being survivors, but a lot of them being the people who were led up to the shrine before, the Glyvan slaves that were here taken captive. But they are now here shackleless, trying to make the place hospitable. Even in their time of dire need, they're actually trying to be hospitable to the rest of the people who have suffered lots there. You see Luxalia, and she is reading, actually. She seems very, very focused on something as she is reading. And as you approach, she says, "Belbin, put a towel on. Nobody needs to see that."
Luxalia, don't tell me what to do. Why are you reading? Isn't there a lot that you should be doing right now besides reading?
I'm just going over everything that we got from the adventures of Zil and Yuki. And she basically puts like the pages, and it's a notebook full of like all of the treasures and stuff that they had found. At this point, like people are busy at work bringing treasures up to the onsen from the ship, little by little.
What about the pirates, though?
Oh, they all ran away.
Where? We're not hunting them? We're not trying to...
Belbin, have you been in that jungle?
I've been in the hot tub for the last who knows how many hours.
Yeah, and I can tell. Look how red you are. Get yourself some milk or something.
My eyes are up here, Luxalia.
Are Yuki and I back?
You're impossible. Yeah, like I would say, like you're probably on your trip back, and you about just walk in. It's like going back and forth from the ship because this is a ton of stuff, and really only Zil can get it out from underneath because of your axe.
Well, quickly, before that all goes down, Yuki, while that was going on, wanted to go check the stadium really quick to see if there was any signs of...
Perfect. So Yuki is not there, but Zil is there.
Belbin, most of the pirates fled.
And we're just happy with them fleeing?
Well,
Where are they
they sunk
gather
one of
together.
their own ships, so we're looting it.
We're true pirates now. Arg, mateys.
And there's enough to make a dent in the rebuilding of Takai Town. So
Yeah, but
that's nice.
You're not hearing me. If these pirates are going into the wilderness, they're gonna just regroup there.
Do you think they actually can regroup? There is no form of leadership amongst them.
We also have most of their weapons.
That's
We also
true.
just pissed them off.
Yes, we did.
You don't think someone will come down and be like, "Hey, remember those group of 4 guys that we saw, like, that were wreaking havoc? Should we go and try to kill them and take them and bring them to Jackman Knob so that he can torture them and kill them and
Yes, this group
place
of
this on
pirates.
a bloody altar and sacrifice
This group of
us?"
pirates. Do you remember those 4 guys who dismembered us, killed our leaders, and blew up our ships?
I don't know. That's probably
Do we want to mess with them?
trying to take back the town is probably a better option than dying in a jungle.
My point is, well, yes, but we I forget what I was about to say.
We will keep lookouts. Belbin, do you volunteer?
We've well armed the townsmen. We have the materials to fortify it well and rebuild.
At this point,
Yeah,
one
but-
of the Glyvan workers comes over and puts a towel around Belbin's waist.
I think everyone was enjoying.
Thank
the
you.
view there.
Thank you much.
You're acting as if we can rebuild this town in a matter of 2 to 3 days. They're probably going to hit us in the next week for sure before they start
Rebuild
dying
the
out there.
town? No. Refortify the town?
Luxalia, to answer your question, I would like to get at least 12 hours of sleep tonight. So,
fine. I guess we can give you the best room in the house. It's all vacant after all.
there's a lot of lights on for this whole place to be vacant, but
Well, being a hero has its perks.
It wasn't vacant 6 hours ago. Now it is.
Well, I mean, we're taking care of all of these people. This is the only place that's not completely in shambles. Plus, there's some food here. Speaking of which, she goes into the log and says, well, it seems that we have rescued about 140 people in total. Which, with the food and supplies that we have, I think is only going to last us about a week. The pirates pretty much ate everything here, and the volcano burned down most of the jungle. So, I think our more immediate problem is finding a way to feed everybody.
you mean more immediate than the pirates who are in the jungle plotting to take the town back?
That's pretty immediate, but we can delegate the work.
You want to go hunt some pirates, Belbin?
I would like to strike them before they strike us. Yes. I thought we came to kill some pirates.
We already have. Many.
Yeah, we killed a lot of them. So much that they almost killed you.
And what's going to stop them from trying to do that again?
I guess that's true. But why don't we just enjoy a small victory celebration?
Okay, Belbin. You go take your 12-hour nap. We'll get some arrangements made, and then you and I can go pirate hunting in the morning.
I could do that.
Immediately, you see a dripping wet, haggard figure walking up the steps. He pushes the doors to the onsen open, and he looks at you with just an air of victory to him. It is Thordain.
Hey! Oh!
The pirates have fled. We have won this night.
Yeah, we have. Where's that rum? Where's that rum you won?
He opens his coat and he takes out the rum of ages, and he says, I think we all deserve a victory drink.
Maybe not Belbin. I don't know if he's ready for that.
Looks like he's already celebrating.
Oh, yeah, you missed it. He almost died.
Well, he looks fine now.
Yeah, I've got a monkey
okay.
army.
Almost
I
only
might
counts
be
in
able
the
to
game of
mobilize.
horseshoes.
And hand grenades.
You know what?
And what?
The what?
Where's Yuki? Don't tell me she died.
She was looking for something. I don't know. She's very intent on visiting the arena, I think? She didn't say why.
He nods and he says, well, Lamnia's breath has docked. Most of the ships have fled off of the radar by now. With the rain stopped, we weren't able to charge up our Glyphex cannon anymore, but I will say we have achieved a stout victory here. You should all be proud of yourselves. The crew of Alamnia's Breath are here and
Wait,
at our whim.
you're docked down there?
Yes,
Have we gotten all the treasure up yet?
treasure.
No,
treasure?
I above Cape Kyle.
Oh.
Have we gotten all the
Oh,
treasure?
you're in the
yet?
process of basically unloading it from the ship.
So there's still some on the dock.
Yeah, there's still people down there. It's like a constant stream of people going up and down.
Great. Good to know. Can you send word really quick to hold on? Would that be Bree? Bree in charge of the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bree would be a good person.
Technically, Balthazar is the first mate, and so when nobody's there, he's technically the one in charge, but it's pretty much Bree. She's taking. She's
Well,
taking.
Bree's the
Martha
quartermaster,
runs
so
She's the
isn't she in
quartermaster.
charge of like the supplies and stuff?
Yep, exactly.
Send word to Balthazar and Bree. There's a whole pile of treasure on the dock. 2,000 of it is for Alomnia's, or 3,000 of it is for Alomnia's breath.
3,000 EC. What a.
Oh no!
Pardon me?
Change that C to a P.
He just like looks like shocked. I think our next pirates' night will be quite a hullabaloo, don't you think?
We might have.
We may be able to get some decorations in the rafters this time.
We might have sunk one of Jackman's treasury ships.
It's their fault for leaving it here. Their loss is our gain.
Yeah.
Jordan, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be going back?
Yes, of course, but it seemed we had taken the island. It was all peaceful, and if there was any information that I needed to divulge to the crew before they left.
Okay.
Communication is key.
Yeah, but following the plan is key as well.
Yes, I do believe the plan was to go, create a distraction, and leave. But I think that was under the assumption that we didn't reclaim the city immediately. I think we reclaimed this town.
All right. I guess you're the captain, my captain, but...
You bet your bottom I am. Rum of ages for everyone.
Rum of ages. Hit me with that.
He pours he
Just
pours a
normal
small
rum, by the
glass
way.
of it, and he says, This is the good stuff. Appreciate each and every one of you. This only comes with the badge of champion, and he gives you all a small glass of it, and you all cheers it together and drink. It's just crappy rum. And he says, "Oh, that hit the spot, didn't it? It gets your blood pumping for some pirate hunting
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. First light.
Yeah, we're going pirate hunting tomorrow. Would you like to come?
Intriguing. Yes, I would like to come. I want to see if there's any more survivors that are out there that perhaps we can save while in the process of, let's just say, thinning out the ranks of those that are here. It doesn't seem like there were that many that were left. Many of them swam to the ships and ran. I think many drowned in the process. We have caused struck quite the fear of Alomnia in them, I will say that.
Oh yes, this night went, all things considered, with some notable hiccups, very well.
Good. That's what I like to hear. And no damage was sustained to our ship as well, as we
Oh, excellent.
basically came and went. 2 shots were fired, 2 ships down. What more could we ask for? We can thank Finn for that, by the way. He's an expert shot.
Ah, excellent. What a guy.
Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and jump back over. Belbin goes and he sleeps. He's actually brought a 3-course meal of fish and all kinds of good tropical goodies. I mean, it's modest compared to what they typically served here. You've stayed here, you know the typical shindig. But you have basically received the best meal of anybody here, Belbin, as you are able to eat and drift off to sleep for at least the next 12 hours. Zil, what are you doing in the meantime before we jump over to Yuki?
How long do I need to sleep before like a would it be a road? Wait.
Technically 6 hours to sleep for the bare bones minimum. The typical is 8 hours of sleep for just a typical
Ah,
night.
man, Takai Town is not a haven.
Also,
Darn.
it's not. Okay, that's good. So when you
I have it as no.
Okay, so it is. I'm pretty sure it became a haven, but maybe no.
We have to unlock it as Haven, right?
Yeah.
I have Flombird's, Folden Rock, Feshin Fey, Helix, Shiloh, and Lummi's Breath.
I'm pretty sure Takai Town is.
Oh, great.
I would say that after like the whole Amios stuff. Yeah, you guys
Cool,
spent
then I will
you guys
update my
spent a
notes.
holiday phase here, so yeah, you guys are able to sleep to get the full benefits of that rest. But Yuki, we make our way back to you.
Wait, so 6 hours to get a full Haven rest?
6 hours for full Haven rest.
I'm just gonna keep helping.
I guess technically, it's like, yes, like a night of sleep, which would be 6 hours. I would push it towards 8 hours, more likely, just like kind of normal amount of sleep. But you need a minimum of 6. So if you're feeling ready to go at 6 hours, feel free.
I'd say 8 hours of sleep. How long would it take me to fix my axe? And is the
Ooh.
forge still functional?
You're gonna have to go figure that out as far as forge goes, because the forge is currently unmanned and you haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
You have no idea how much of the stuff is there. I mean, you could use your own materials to fix your axe. It would easily take more than 24 hours. This thing is like literally like sheared in half.
Okay, then 4 hours of just continuing to help unload, and then 8 hours of sleep for the rest.
Perfect. Yuki. So after the initial dives and expeditions to get some of that treasure, you look towards the stadium. Here, I can go ahead and pull up the map here. You look back in the direction towards the stadium. So these ships have all fled. Well, there's a sunken one there. And you see that it seems relatively quiet, but I'm going to have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
What's a D20? 13 plus 3. Dirty 16.
Dirty 16. You listen, and it seems quiet. Eerily so. You look at the footprints along the path and along the beach, and you can see that many axe beaks were led in the direction of the stadium. It seems that they were loaded on at least one of the ships that were here, and they seem to be fighting back to some degree. But there are a mixture of footprints, boot prints, and also probably 3 or 4 axe beak sets of footprints from what you can tell.
Okay. She dismisses herself from the services of Zil and the crew and says, "No, I think I'm going to go take a look at the stadium. I did see a bunch of pirates flee that way, but who knows? Maybe we could find some more allies down over there." This is back in time.
Yep.
When that happens. So.
And you are dismissed.
Yep.
Good luck.
And thank you. Hopefully I don't die, but I think I'll be okay. And so she walks and she follows the footsteps. She's not necessarily trying to be sneaky at all. She's just like kind of following where the things have gone, and it's just on her guard. Basically.
Make a knowledge skill check for me. As you follow these footprints, you're trying to see exactly which direction they do go. Because as you get up to the main path, it's more stone pathway, so the tracks are actually harder to follow.
Yeah. I think it's going to be pretty good. Plus knowledge, you said?
Mm-hmm.
18.
You can tell that the beautifully manicured pathway leading up to here ultimately has been just completely destroyed. Many of the like fancy palm trees that led up to the stadium entrance have been chopped down, probably used for wood for whatever case. Garbage, trash, everything is just littered throughout, and you can tell that every single window in the stadium seems to have been broken out. And there it stands in front of you eerily, like an abandoned like ghost house. As you
she lights a torch as she gets closer. Still sword in one hand, but just to give her some light as she's going through.
As you raise it up, you can see the doesn't seem to be any movement. No signs of life. Some distant bird chirping, but that's about it. I'm going to have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a natural 16 plus 3, so 19.
You do hear a little bit of a rustling. Something far off into the bushes. Just to your right, probably about 100 yards away. It's unnatural. There's definitely a creature in the bushes.
Yeah, she is still on her guard, but she tries to appear non-threatening as she calls out. She says, "It's okay. You can come out now. You're safe." And she just, as calming and soothing as possible as she slowly walks that way.
Make a charm skill check for me.
What is the charm? 6 plus 13. 19.
There's a little bit more of a rustle. But nothing happens. Nothing approaches.
She goes slowly and is trying to kind of see without like disturbing too much, because the last thing she wants to do is like surprise attack.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants to make her like presence known that she's coming, but also in a way that is like comforting and soothing and not aggressive like a pirate.
Okay. As you approach, step by step, you get closer, and you begin to hear something soft. It's almost like a moaning, like a cry, like a.
Okay. Aside from, Yuki thinks, aside from being Jimmy Neutron's mother, I feel like that would be, or teacher. Sorry, not mother, teacher. No, she gently moves the fronds aside and exposes what exactly?
Make an agility survival check for me.
Oh, not bad. Agility survival. Better than I thought. That is going to be a 17.
Okay. Your head immediately is held in a headlock, and you can feel sharp steel against your skin, but you're able to break from it. As you turn around, there's a pirate with hate filled in his eyes looking at you. And he's you're able to escape this as you kind of fall down to the ground, and he looks as if he is about to cleave you. I'm going to give you 1 split-second decision to figure out what to do.
Yeah, she's going to lyrical ballad him in the face.
Okay.
Or heroic concerto, not lyrical ballad.
Okay. Go ahead and
she's gonna scream, "How dare you do this to a living creature!" And boom, right to the face. So good luck, my friend. What is that roll? Oh, sorry. Okay, so that will be a 17 charisma against the RV.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. This guy looks like he's been beaten. If anything, he looks to be one of the pirates that were on the burned ships.
Yep.
And you can see like his armor and his cloth is like singed a bit, and he looks to you completely filled with hate. He's like, "You," as he just gets this heroic concerto right in the face, and he falls to his knees and he says, "No, not like this," and he grabs your leg and he begins to drag you forward as with his sword raised. And he's like gritting on with every single last drop as he had before he brings his blade down on you. How much damage is that?
Is 11 light damage.
Okay. Yeah, he looks weak and he looks filled with hate. He looks almost inhuman as he's dragging you forward. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
Okay. Luck's down to 9. That's a 9.
You close your eyes for a second, almost as if surprised that this doesn't work, and expecting to feel the blade of cold steel down upon your forehead. You hear a squelching noise, And as Yukio comes barreling out of the bush,
Yes.
right in the dome forehead.
Yes.
He does so. The pirate falls over limp, and so does Yukio. He seems to have some pretty severe burns as well.
Okay. Yeah, Yuki takes no time noticing the pirate is Yukio? The kinship. She knows for sure this is Yukio. And she runs over to him.
Axebeak turns around and defensively, it's on the ground, but its head jerks around. It defensively brandishes its beak at you, kind of in this feral rage.
And she's like, "Shh, Yukio, it's me. It's Yukio. Remember, we trained so hard. We won the cup. Do you remember?" And she slowly sneaks closer. She's not going to do anything to protect herself, but she's going to kind of go over to some of his most severe wounds as she's taken out her an improved healing herb, and she's readying it in her hands.
Make a charm skill check for me.
Come on, Yuki. Oh, that's good. Okay, 18.
The rage is sustained for a bit, but slowly you can tell that Yukio's eyes fall to recognition. And with that, he, almost in a sigh of relief, lays his head down and doesn't fight your approach. You pull out these herbs and you begin to apply them to the burns. His feathers are matted all over his back, along his legs. You could tell that there's some pretty severe burn marks from these. But you kind of make this poultice from the healing herbs as you attempt to help. Is there a way to... do you have anything that can heal the burn status ailment?
No, I can look, but the herbs initially heal 14 HP.
Okay, that's what he needs, is the burn status ailment removed.
Okay.
I mean, you can heal him, absolutely. That'll do something, but he's still burned.
Yeah. That is a good question. I don't think she does, but this doesn't help. He's got the Earth Flame wine. She doesn't have anything that heals that I can see burn. However, she's going to heal him as best as she can. Again, that's 14 HP, and then she's gonna feed him some rations, and she's just gonna spend some time with him, and, with her cooling aura, try to cool him down a little bit from some wounds, until he has some strength, and then she's going to ask him. She's gonna whisper in his bird ear and say, "Are there others, Yukio, that we need to go save?"
Yukio looks to you, and there's a little bit of sadness in his eye. He kind of gestures over back towards the stadium.
Yuki, can he stand, or is he just laying there at this point?
He can stand, but it's going to be a slow go. There's no running, there's no mounting or anything that you could do for him.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll have him slowly lead me to the stadium, and she'll continue to be on her guard as they walk closer.
You approach, and you can see that the doors are wide open. The typical entrance for where the Axebeaks are led in, bigger entrance, doesn't seem to be open. That seems locked, but you enter through the main doors, and you can see dirt and blood all scattered throughout basically the main concourse here. He continues to limp, and he sniffs, and he gives soft caws as you make your way out onto the center of the field. You don't see anybody, any creatures, any movement, or anything in the immediate vicinity. He looks to you, and he gives you a soft caw.
Mm-hmm.
And almost as if abiding in hope, he limps over to the initial, basically, the pens where they're typically kept.
Yeah. And Yuki follows. She's also at the same time looking for anything that may, because again, at the training center they have all the like supplies to help hurt axe beaks and things like that. So she's just looking like as they're walking to see if any of that's left or if it's all been looted.
Yeah, I mean, most of the useful stuff's been looted, but they don't really have anything to deal with burns, just generally, for X Peaks, because that's not typical, like, racing.
So she's thinking more, like, in case she comes across, like, Axe Peaks that, like, need help other than burns.
Right, for sure. You make your way into the, kind of, the bird storage, the bird pins, and, these have been desecrated. The wooden stalls that were there have had kind of rudimentary bars put up. There's a lot of feathers everywhere. You can tell that there was a lot of abuse that went on here. As you look kind of one by one into each of the pens, you see one after another a dead axebeak inside the cage. Various methods, poked, prodded, exhaustion. That is until you come to the very last cage. And it's a cage that's actually open. And you can see that there is 2 small axebeaks. They look juvenile, like babies. Relatively newly born, probably at some point. But they look innocently up at you. They don't look injured at all. But they do look scared.
Okay. Yuki looks to see if there are any, like, saddlebags or anything, like, in the general vicinity, if she has them.
Yeah,
there's
a few of them.
What she's gonna do, if she can, is she's gonna, like, kind of, like, put them across her shoulders and, like, gently lift one into each side, and she's gonna, like, carry them out with Yukio if she can manage.
Yeah, they're pretty big. I'm gonna have you make a endurance skill check for me as you attempt to carry them. Just long distance.
Right. Oh, that's good. Thank you. 15 plus 1. 30, 16.
There is a supernatural strength that begins to fill you, almost kind of this desperation, as you put these 2 axebeaks in the saddlebags and you begin to slowly, at Yukio's pace, carry them out of the stadium. That is until Yukio pauses about midway across the center of the field. He sniffs up in the air, and he looks over at the corner, the far end, basically the opposite end of where the axebeak stables are. And you can see that there is something large, and it is unmoving at the far end.
Like, how large are we talking?
It's pretty large. Definitely axebeak size, for sure.
Yuki looks at Yukio and says, "What is it, boy? What do you see?" And she's, like, gonna trust him to see if he's gonna move closer to it or not.
He does hesitantly. He kind of snaps his beak, almost as if expecting, like, a response, but there's no response that comes from this. And then there's kind of like this, like, desperate call that comes out too from that as he kind of edges a little closer to it. You get closer and you can see a mat of what looks to be green feathers. Very unique for an axebeak. They do have tropical coloring to them, but this one specifically has green feathers, and it has got kind of like this, like, whiteness around the eyes, with this. It's kind of like hair on the head, but kind of like a rooster back, like red, like basically this red mane, and it is there, and it looks very, very hurt.
Of what sorts can Yuki tell?
You haven't approached close enough to see it. It's dark, but it looks very. It's not moving, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, Yuki and Yukio go up close as they can, and she's very cautious around him, but again, she's not gonna, like, fight him necessarily, but she'll remain cautious, and she'll, like, put the 2 axebeaks down for a moment, and then slowly approach the injured one.
I'm gonna have you make a stealth check for me.
Oh, so bad. Okay. 11.
The axebeak isn't surprised at your approach, but you can tell it notices you. It's too weak to do anything. It doesn't really see you as a threat as you gently and carefully approach. As you get closer, you can see that there is a large gash from what looks to be a blade that went across its back. And you can see off to the left of the axe beak that there is a dead pirate who is been pecked to death, almost in kind of like a final struggle.
Yeah.
This is probably the other set of footprints that was with Yukio being led up here.
Yeah. She gently hands him a meat ration to see if he could even attempt to begin to eat it, and
he looks at it and he kind of narrows his eye, but then lays his head back down on the ground. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
And she's looking through to see what she's got, and oh, that's so good. 18. Rolling like nuts right now.
This is an axe beak that you're very familiar with. This is the top contending axe beak in all of Takai Town.
We beat him in the race.
Putting two and two together, you see that these pirates most likely put these axe beaks through the freaking ringer, figuring out what the best ones were and which ones they were going to keep and sell, most likely. Whether it was some black market trade or whatnot. And that's why they were boarding the ship. The other ones didn't pass muster, or at least in their mind, were not worthy of that.
Well, she takes out a reliable healing potion, and it'll just automatically heal 20 HP hit points to it. So I don't know how that works if you pour it on the wound. Or
yeah, you would have to make it ingested, but I don't think it's going to let you have it ingest.
Is there anything that she can do that, other than watching this guy die in front of her? I mean, she has another plant. Can she rub the plant in the wound?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Okay. All right. Is that better? Okay. So she's going to use a reliable healing herb, which is 12.
Yeah, and you can even probably get some cloth or stuff from the pirate that's dying or that's dead next to him to attempt to mend the gash, mend the wound. But this axe beak's quite weak.
Yeah, 6 HP back to him. And yeah, she'll attempt to bandage him up as best as he can, and she's going to if he seems like he's perking up a little bit, she's going to try to dump little by little some reliable health potion on a meat ration and see if he'll take it.
Make an influence skill check for me.
Okay. A 9.
He'll take it. He eats it. It doesn't quite have the same effect as just completely drinking it, but it definitely seems to be giving him energy. You look down at his ankle, and all of the competitors here have ankle bracelets, including Yukio, for the name of the bird. And as you look, you can see the name Burke on its band.
Burke, you say?
Burke.
That's a good name.
And this is Burke?
This is Burke. This is Burke. Exactly.
Yeah, it is Burke. She's gonna call out to him, Burke, it's okay, you're safe now, buddy. And she's gonna slowly just caress his feathers and comfort him while he's there. And with Yukio and the other two, she brings the other two baby axe beaks close, and just try to make him feel a little comfortable until he's ready.
And with that, let's go ahead and jump back over to the events at the onsen. So at the onsen, things are kind of settling in. Zill, you Definitely Belbin's already gone off to go get some sleep. Much of the activity has died down. Luxalia has put a patrol on the town, lookouts. And so of the people that are here, there's definitely a rotation going for people to look out for the evening. But Luxalia, she makes her way over to you and says, "Oh, Zil, I don't know about you, but I think I'm going to hit the hay. We've been traveling for way too long, and I need some sleep."
Uh-huh. That is a great idea.
Well, down the hall to the left, we've prepared something for you. It's not quite as luxurious as what Belbin has, but you didn't almost die either, so...
Is there a bed?
There is a bed, yes, there is a bed.
More luxurious than I'm used to.
Well, perfect. We will reconvene in the morning. I'll try to keep an ear open to see if, or maybe I'll send Thordan to go try to find, Yuki. That might be a better idea.
I think Yuki will be fine.
Okay, if you say so, but you go sleep, and I will, do the same. I'm bushed.
Uh-huh.
So you make your way over to the room, and you lay down, on this bed, or you lay down fully armored. Just kind of recollecting...
The only way.
The only way. Recollecting the events of the day. And definitely a lot happened. What are you thinking? What's going through your mind right now?
Sleep. Must sleep.
And you do so. You begin to drift off into a very, very deep sleep. Make a faith survival check for me.
Is this for misery?
No, this is not for misery.
Okay. Because I... Okay, so I don't get emboldened then. I get hope for being virtuous.
Yes.
Oh, great. Like, I know I've got a thing about misery points, but not it. 15.
You drift off to sleep, and unlike Belbin and his dreams of the onsen, it is dreamless. Although
That was not the most reflective man.
There is one thing that continues to echo in your ear. At first, you can't really make it out. It doesn't seem to be any discernible language. It's not void speech. It's not ever speech. It's not Draken. Anything that you can understand. But it seems ancient. You hear the repeating over and over. Goric. Almost as if it's trying to stir you from your slumber. Get a moment of clarity. You wake up a little bit. You stare around. But still, it's almost kind of like it's a voice inside your head. Goric.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
Um, 18.
There is a severe burning sensation that you suddenly begin to feel as you wake up.
Yo.
It seems right over your heart.
Hello? Is anybody there? Does this feel like any of my runes?
This feels like a branding.
I
And
start
it
taking my armor off.
hurts. It's like someone's taken like a fiery poker to you.
I start taking my armor off.
You begin to do so, and the place that continues to burn, you can't take your armor off fast enough, as this is just, you are just overheating, you are on fire, and you look down at your chest, and you can see in real time a rune being etched into your chest. One you've never seen before. Gorik.
I repeat it back.
You do so as best as possible. I'm going to have you make a charisma survival check for me.
Oh no, I'm not good at this. Oh, actually, I'm better at charisma than I thought. 19.
You repeat it back. You repeat it back with authority, almost as if you're entirely sure about something. Gorik all of a sudden seems to make sense. You can't quite put it to Everspeech terms, but you get an understanding. This is a warning. There's a sense of urgency.
Do I get the sense, is it a positive or a negative warning? Like a warning of someone saying, I'm coming for you, or a warning of like, warning that dangerous? Like, is it a threat or is it a be ready?
It's more of a
Does that make sense?
It's more of a be ready.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have you make a wisdom skill check for me.
Oh, cock. Oh, no. 9.
Your eyes suddenly fixate on your bag. Gorik. And the last bit of this rune is etched onto your chest.
Oh, did I not write this down? Wait. I just go, Maz? Is this you?
There's no response.
Anybody?
The voice has gone quiet, but you feel this deep apprehension as you look around the room, and again, your eyes fixate on your bag.
I go start digging through my bag.
You begin to
Oh
unpack
no,
things
it's
one by
gold
one.
pendant.
And there's a bundled up
I take out the
wad
void
that's at
pendant.
the bottom. You take
I
out the
forgot
void
about
pendant.
that.
What do you do with it? So it is wrapped up in like a bunch of cloth and everything was shoved at the bottom of your bag. You can
I
start
lay it
to
on the
feel the
table.
pinging of like your void sense here.
I set it on the table. Is there a table in my room?
Yeah, there's a table.
Set it on the table. Kind of take my axe to unwrap it from like further away, like just the back handle. I don't want to touch it directly.
You begin to hear a soft whisper different from this Gorik. It's softer, it's almost more peaceful. Not quite as abrasive. And it says, Skivas Musak.
Do I
Skivas
recognize
Musak.
this language?
You do, it is a void speech.
What is it saying?
It says, translated to the common vernacular, I I know what you've done. I see you. We know what you've done. And just repeats that.
I'm gonna try repeating Goric to it. I've got a suspicion.
Make a piety skill check.
Okay. Oh no, this isn't good. Pi D 7.
The void pendant begins to vibrate violently, like on the table, and it seems to almost suspend itself in the air. You look at it, and you can see that there's a red void flow that begins to coalesce around it, and it forms the shape of an eye, and it looks around. And then the eye focuses on you. It says in void speech, "You. I am coming for you. We are coming for you." And it flops down onto the table, motionless.
I'm gonna repeat Goric. I'm gonna take up my Damascus battle axe, not my Leviathan one.
Okay.
I'm gonna repeat Goric in this and just kind of smash the pommel into the pendant.
Make a physical skill check for me.
15.
Whack! You basically smash the pommel right into the center of it, and this pendant cracks. Just completely cracks open, just breaks on the table. Nothing happens at first. Immediately, almost as if like tendrils begin to start seeping out of it, begins to cover kind of the natural creases in the wood. And this smoky, blood-like figure begins to emerge. You can't really describe the look of it, but it's monstrous. It looks at you, Zil, and it says, "A vessel. Yes. A vessel. Emineth. Feed." And that is where we're going to end our stream for today.
No.
What are you doing letting demons into your life?
Accusation.
No. Oh.
Max, your thoughts on
Anyway.
today's session? Let's go to some peaceful music.
It was fun looting the ship. That was nice. The thought process was this new rune, which is a rune. It's not void, so it's probably positive. Probably. I was thinking it was the rune that unlocks destroying void crystals. So that was the thought process of smashing the crystal while saying it, thinking, okay, this is... I know I can learn this ability, but I don't know how. Maybe this is it. I'm hoping that's actually what happened and not... And it's enough to... Oh boy. I don't even know. I think we're leaving Takai Town in a pretty good spot.
All things considered.
All things considered, we've armed the villagers. We've freed most of them. They've got a good reserve for rebuilding.
Mhm.
I know Belbin's super worried about the pirates in the jungle, and I'm willing to go with him, but I'm like, they're so disorganized.
So is Thordane. Thordane's willing to go. Let's go do the ultimate hunt, the hunt of man.
So it's like, I'll go help clean it up, but I'm not worried. Like, they're mostly grunts. They're no leader. They're disorganized. Now I am really stressed about this pendant. What is happening? I was hoping I would have just gotten the ability to destroy a crystal, and maybe I did, and my rolls were just bad. I don't know what's going on. I'm ready to just shout for Luxalia.
Ah, damn it, Luxalia! Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, I was doing great until you stressed me out in the last 30 seconds.
I've got to leave cliffhangers for the good people. You being
Oh
good
my
people.
goodness.
Dane, your thoughts?
Yeah, good session. I think we got a lot accomplished, and I think we have a good direction on where we're going with everything. My first thought is when Gorek was being said was that it was like Nazrahim or Smoldran or something speaking to Zil.
You would
But-
recognize Draken though.
Mhm.
I know, but I was wondering because it was like ancient, if it was something different.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But I mean, I don't know. I actually am not discouraged. I think you did learn the ability to destroy void crystals, and I think by destroying the void crystal that was inside of it, you released a demon. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Maybe we just got to be careful when we destroy the prime ones. That something nastier won't come out, but it'll be
You
destroyed.
make a good point.
I'm not worried. I think you'll be fine. It'll work out. If anyone can fight a demon one-on-one, it's you.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not sure about
you
that.
did. You one-on-one the Death Marshal. So
Yeah. It's all
Different
good.
systems. Different systems.
difference.
Zil is a
Um,
much different character than that, Zil.
Aside from that, I'm very curious to see what plunder we got. Kyle, I don't know if you saw I posted.
I did.
the
Yeah,
Discord
in the Discord. I'll make sure to
Yeah.
go through and let you know.
and see what those are. But aside from that, like she suspected, even if it wasn't Yukio necessarily, that was a big bonus that she found him. Just to save some of the axe beaks because I know how strong they are in battle. They help you get from one place to another real quick, and it's just more allies. And especially from the last session, Yuki didn't see it. After seeing like all the axe beaks being taken onto the ships and whatnot, it's like, man, we gotta save some of them. They're native to this island. We need Yukio and Burke to repopulate the island.
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. There's two babies. It's fine. It's good.
That's too big. But no, it'll be good. So she was just happy. I mean, obviously that was incredibly sad to see what the pirates put them through, and that just tells you how just barbaric people can be, especially when they're following their vices as opposed to the graces that they should be following, right? They give into their base passions. So yeah, I just think it's a good reminder that, like, and again, going based off of the talk that Jack had with Melvin, it's good to recenter yourself towards what actually is important and what your purpose is in life. And I think these pirates are a perfect allegory for just following whatever the base pleasure wants, and that's what you get. You get corrupt behavior in the long run when it comes to it. Yeah, it was good. I thought there was a lot of good story that was built. I really enjoyed that section with Jack talking to Belbin. Obviously, the stuff with the monkeys is hilarious. Freaking Belbin, king of the monkeys. It's good. All the stuff with Zil and I will say one thing about Zil. He is becoming a good leader and a good distributor of how to say.
He's a
Yeah,
philanthropist.
Yeah. I mean, specifically for giving a good chunk of the money towards it, but also just organizing how things should be moving and stuff. From just being an orphan who just thought about it himself, you can definitely start to see he's thinking about the bigger picture, which I think is pretty good character development. And yeah, I just overall thought it was a really good session.
For sure, for sure. Connor, your thoughts?
Even though he took his pocket change first.
Well, it's better than half of it.
The finder's fee. I liked that.
I was a little sad that I only rolled a 1. Not gonna lie. But I let the dice decide, so I had to honor the dice.
10,000 EC, basically. Like you're
Yeah, it's a good chunk of money.
you're doing okay. Oh, that's great. Connor, though.
Yeah, I completely disagree with Dane. I think the Goric is gonna be bad. At first I thought it was somehow alluding to like Nalgoric Kragheim.
Oh, yes.
I don't necessarily think that anymore. I mean, I think Zill's little stunt released something looking for a vessel. And based off of my conversation with Jack,
While he's sleeping.
I know an empty vessel.
Oh no!
There is a vessel. One primed and ready.
Not
Oh, wait,
weary anymore.
Jack is not there.
So I'm pretty nervous for the next session. Yeah, talk about like the last 5 minutes really just kind of like throw in a wrench into like everything. Holy cow. Yeah, no, I think that's, even though that was mostly like a Zill thing, my whole thing was like the whole time I was just thinking like this is gonna be bad for Belbin, I think. Especially with the whole thing of like I was like taking some pretty good notes of like there's a false light on the horizon, like there's gonna be an altar drenched in blood, and like whose blood? Oh, like all that. I'm just like, wow, I think Belbin is gonna have a pretty rough awakening in the morning. So yeah, that's where my head goes. Backing it up onto other things. I was looking through 3 levels, like the level 3 of exhaustion and weariness, and it is pretty debilitating. You like if Belbin had tried to fight anything on the way to the onsen, it was like, I don't think I'll be able to hit anything. Belbin was raring to fight, but it's like, I think that you probably just lose most of the time. Yep. if when you're that exhausted. So I'm glad there was that option. The monkeys, if there's only some way to mobilize them, the whole town would be changed overnight.
Yeah, your new construction workers.
Yeah. But no, I think it's funny being in the hot tubs with the monkeys. I don't know where that'll go, if that'll go anywhere, but that was kind of a fun little flavor thing.
I never really thought, literally from like that one shot we had where you guys were fighting the monkeys in the onsen, that we would be here.
Which is funny because I don't think that one shot when we did it was canon.
Nope.
It was just learn the new battle mechanic.
Nope.
But we have all held on to it so tightly.
It happened. It's canon now at this point.
Oh yeah, now it is.
Why do you think you guys now have Takai Town as a haven? For beating back those monkeys.
I gotta beat them back again, or Belvin can just use his command that he has over them now. He's the big guy.
The big guy with the belly.
Was I woken up before I got my full haven rest?
Yes, technically.
Okay, then I need to undo some things.
But then I think the big thing was Belbin having the kind of the weird flashback with Jack. And yeah, I don't know. Above game, I'm starting to think maybe that was just the Fate Weaver's way of tying in like what's about to happen, kind of just a foreshadowing what could be happening with how it ended. I don't know, but
Could just be filling in the gaps.
could be. And CS or I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a good conversation with Jack. I mean, of everyone in Everlast, he's like one of the most powerful guys. So it's like, probably should be listening to him. Just knowing Belbin, he listened, but I think he probably interpreted some things wrong.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what will come out of it, but yeah, we'll see. I think that some of the message got through and some was just lost in translation of kind of being a little cryptic, kind of not, but we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. So yeah, my mind is still kind of stuck on when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to have a demon in me or Emineth or both or more, or I don't know. So we'll see.
Oh, no. Belbin, no.
There is a lot here that's brewing. We're culminating to something, that's for sure. When it comes, though, to, like, when I play certain things, when and where, sometimes I actually genuinely do feel like it is providential. I have things prepared for, like, previous sessions that, like, we never get to. And this was a good time, I think, to drop it. That's all I'll say. That's it.
That's not cryptic at all.
Join us in 2 weeks for... No, we in the next 2 weeks, let me pull up my schedule here. Our next Everlast session is going to be the 24th, 25th of April. So the very, very end of the month. We will be figuring out what's going on with our next session of the Adventures of Eclaas. I'm excited to see what you guys do with what's thrown at you. You guys are doing great so far. And, man, I'm, like, you guys don't, like, understand, like, how excited I am for, like, the conclusion of this, I'm really excited for it. Don't die. But yeah, Dane, anything else?
Yeah, a couple things before we do end up finishing for tonight. First and foremost, as I had alluded to at the beginning of stream, Fantasy Forge Studios is officially an LLC, which is pretty sweet. We got all the paperwork done, and we are ready and rearing to go with our very first product, the Everlast TCG, which is great. Of course, it's been in the works for about a year at this point, as far as like the actual playable set. In May, later on in May, I think the 24th. If I remember correctly, it's a Monday. We will officially be releasing Veil of Twilight and Night of Martyrs as an official set. So those of you who did order during the Kickstarter, at least all domestic U.S. orders are out. We are working behind the scenes with international orders to see what we can do about it. We ran into a unfortunate snag when it came to some changes when it came to the mailing that started in 2026 as far as international commercial orders go. So if you are outside the United States and you did order, we will be contacting you shortly with some options. But at least everyone else who lives in the United States has gotten their order at this point. But it will be released officially on May 24th, I believe. That's the date.
And it'll be via, for those international buyers, it will be via eBay, so our eBay store. And then for everyone domestically within the United States, you can just get it directly off our website.
Yep, and so those links will be up. Those of you who haven't checked our website in quite some time, a lot of new things have been added, which has been good again in preparation for the release of Veil of Twilight and Night of Martyrs. So the Veil of Twilight complete set list is available. So you can go and check that out and look at all the cards. If you're not sure what all the cards are in there, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of cool ones, including Jack. Jack EX is the main good creature in the set, which is pretty sweet. Night of Martyrs is soon to be, he's pretty sweet. Night of Martyrs is soon to be put up on there as well. And those of you who are curious about playmats, we have 5 designs of playmats, and they're really cool. So we have 1 Knight of Martyrs, 2 Veil of Twilight, and then 1 Rising Helix, and 1 Heroes of the West, and they are the official completed design of the playmat. We have finally gotten to the point where we've kind of worked out the kinks as far as what the playmats look like, and we have the official set playmat looking. So if you want to get a playmat now, it won't be changing. At least for the foreseeable future.
So the newest thing that was added was the pair zone. So with the introduction of the paired creatures, there is a pair zone where you can have your paired card in there. And then, yeah, pretty much everything else. Obviously, design will change as far as like from set to set goes, and there may be again some special playmats that eventually do come out. But for the general like playability of standpoint of it, yeah, for the foreseeable future, it seems like we figured something out.
And those of you who actually want to get the product in person, if you attend the Light of the World League, that happens every first Saturday of the month at Light of the World Catholic Church in Littleton, Colorado, you get a 20% discount, which is pretty cool on product. So come join us, and you can also get some stuff early, which is cool. We're having an increasingly larger player base, which is awesome, both old and young alike. So come join the community. The more people we get, the more we can start doing tournaments. We can start doing like deck building analysis. I know we're going to be having some more content on the YouTube coming out as far as some of the newer rules, as well as just some of that stuff. So look forward to that. We hope also starting this summer, start releasing some like opening videos, including just deck analysis, even just playing. That might be something that we add regularly to the schedule, is just play games using decks, which is cool. So we're still figuring out the logistics when it comes to that, but yeah, it'll be really good. But yeah, so check those out. And as far as that goes, Everlast TCG, I don't know if there's any other news. Kyle, do you have anything else as far as the TCG goes?
Enjoy these 2 sets that are launching in May, because they're not just big upgrades, but I think there's lots of fun decks that you can make with them, a lot of different possibilities. It's a big set. What is it, 274 cards in the set? So there's all kinds of things to be able to collect as well. So for those who are interested, let us know, reach out to us, especially if you're interested in starting leagues. We do need a few things from you before we can just like have leagues pop up every now and then. So email us at fantasyforgestudios@gmail.com. That's going to be the best way to do that. Also, head over to our Discord. So Discord, if you have any questions or anything about the TCG, role-playing game, anything like that, head over and let us know in the Discord. There's lots of people who are familiar with Everlast to be able to basically look at that. I will also be continuing my streams this week, probably 2-ish more episodes of Kingdom Hearts 3. We are almost at the end of the game, and it's awesome. I'm really enjoying it. Still need to figure out what our next game is going to be, so that's going to be something else that I need to think about. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We are finishing up kind of the main trilogy here shortly, which has been really fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy it and enjoy the rest of it with me as well.
If you want to come to an Everlast tournament, fear the trees.
My goodness, that tree deck just got better too, is the biggest issue. Yeah,
It did get better.
We've been playing around with decks, specifically Veil, Twilight, and Knight of Martyrs stuff. Connor, I'm curious to see what you come up with as far as decks go.
Connor, did you open your stuff yet?
No, not yet.
Shockingly,
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I get it.
this one surprised me. I've got a Clara Escara deck.
It's real good.
Pretty good.
Super solid.
Not as good
but
as the trees, but still pretty good.
The cards look really nice too. We actually, one thing we didn't mention, we had a couple new hollow patterns that we were testing out. I think we're keeping the hollow pattern with the EXs. We may get rid of the sparkle pattern in the future, but we were just testing a few things out. So at the very least,
you don't like this?
The sparkle pattern, it looks really nice. It's just really hard to read. The tag.
It's very hard to read.
Some lighting, it's easier to read for sure. But again, the sparkle pattern is, there's a couple promos that have them, as well as the signed cards, which are the hits from each of the boxes. So those are pretty good. Those are really nice. They look really nice, and they're collectible. There's only 3 of each of the EXs that are signed. So if you pull one signed card, that's one of 3 in existence. That's cool. So yeah, pretty good. As far as all that goes, though, yeah, the hollow patterns are all really good. So it's definitely an upgrade from Here's the West Racing Helix, and yeah, I mean, it's really fun. At the very least, if you're in Colorado, come join us, even just to learn how to play. Again, we have a growing community, so it's a good time. But aside from that, I can't think of anything else that we want to add. We do have our ways to be able to support the art of Everlast. So we got Fragrances of the Realm and candles. Wait, that's Fragrances and Coffee of the Realm. So it's our Everlast themed candles and coffee that they are perfect. The candles, if you don't like coffee, are great because there's a ton of different scents.
Including a coffee scented.
Including a coffee scented. That will set the mood for your tabletop RPGs, or just the Burdell Library. Coffee, yeah, it's good. But as far as those go, they just smell really nice. So they fit every mood. And then for the coffee, we have 8 different blends, including a decaf blend. I'm partial to the Helix blend. It's got a nice nutty flavor to it. Pretty good. So yeah, again, all the proceeds go to helping produce the art for Everlast. It's not cheap. We have an amazing artist who works really, really hard to get us the art for Everlast, and we need to pay our artists. So please and thank you. It's also really good stuff, and it helps support Everlast. It's themed Everlast. Aside from that, I can't think of anything else.
No, I think that's it. God bless each and every one of you. Happy Easter season to all of you. Know that we're praying for you. Pray for me. Pray for each other. And I guess we'll see you for some more Adventures of Eclaas in 2 weeks, but I will see you on Monday, at least Monday in the East here, for some more Kingdom Hearts 3. God bless each and every one of you. May Alomnia guide you, and we will see you all very, very soon. Bye, everybody.